Over the last few years, there have been false rumors floating around about an affair between myself and Christelyn Karazin, as well as alleged nude photos being exposed on a particular live stream. I addressed this at the time. I think it was in 2019. I stated the rumors weren't true. I kept it short and sweet. But as with all rumors, people don't necessarily want to believe the truth. Instead, they'd rather believe the lie, which seems more interesting and messy to them. Then in August or September of 2021, there was mention of this so-called affair again by some other YouTuber. So I decided to address it privately on my website. As most of you should know by now, I stream privately on my website, and the passwords to my live streams are placed on my Patreon. So as you can see, I've addressed this issue a few times regarding whether Christelyn Karazin and I had an affair, or if I've even met her in real life. Over the last few days, Christelyn Karazin has gotten involved in a situation where another YouTuber decided to throw my name into the mix, saying something along the lines of, "Don't make me tell the truth about you and Angel." So of course, people who don't know about the situation would be intrigued and curious. And then again, this affair rumor resurfaces all over again. I know these people don't really have an issue with me in particular. They have an issue with Christelyn Karazin, aka the Pink Pill. And to get at her, they throw my name into the mix. Because if Christelyn had an affair with a mixed black man who's pro-black, then it's not really a good look for her as an advocate for interracial relationships, swirling, divestment, BWE, whatever you want to call it these days. It seems the names change every year. So yesterday, I was made aware of a large female YouTuber alluding to something happening between myself and Christelyn. As I stated yesterday and many times before, I do not want to be involved in anyone's drama. Please leave me alone. So long story short, I've never met Christelyn Karazin in person. I've never had any emotional or physical sexual interactions with her. None whatsoever. I wish people would leave me out of her issues with her. And it's not like people can say, well, you should have addressed this before and set the record clean. Firstly, it was a BS rumor. Why give credence to something I know is ridiculous and false? And most importantly of all, I did address it quite a few times. But since they removed my channel, the evidence wasn't there. But the reality is, there are lies floating around on social media, on forums, and people read these lies as though they're 100% truthful. So today, the following video you're about to see is the private live stream from my website dated September 3rd, 2021, where I addressed this situation and also showed receipts in the form of witnesses and whatnot. Enjoy. And now you can leave me out of this nonsense. I'm not really going to do like no small talk today. Like I'm kind of gonna go into it, pretty much off rip. I have a lot to unpack in this, and I'm really irritated, and I'll explain why I'm really irritated as well. There's been a lot of lies floating around, a lot of people making stuff up, a lot of rumors, and I don't understand I really don't understand. What it really has to do is like somebody says something and people like act like it's gospel, right? And y'all know I'm all about receipts. Y'all know I'm all about receipts. If there's no receipts, it didn't happen. So I do got receipts today. And I also decided to bring receipts that is better than receipts. Like I'm going to show you like the person that's like involved, that kind of stuff, right? So this is something that happened literally almost 2 years ago. Okay. So almost 2 years ago, there was a live stream. And it was actually October. The live stream was October. And it wasn't my live stream. It wasn't Christelyn Karazin's live stream. It was Bomb Cherry's live stream. So I invited Bomb Cherry. This had been something that was on my mind for like a few weeks now, like 2 to 3 weeks, because somebody had brought it to my attention. And I thought I could kind of leave it. But today I decided that I was going to talk about this. And so I hit up Bomb Cherry today. And I don't speak to Bomb Cherry. We don't have interaction with each other like that. She's a very cool woman. When she has her YouTube channel, and I had mine, I would, hop onto her stream sometimes because, she cool and her crowd are cool and all that, right? But what I mean is it's not like we talk or something like that, right? So I hit her up today And, and I said, look, can I speak to you? And she said, yeah. And I said, look, yeah, y'all remember that your stream that I was on and this happened, that happened? She said, yeah. I said, I'm going to talk about today. Could you hop on to my website? Because, I'm going to have to address this. And since you were there, it was your stream. Nobody could really like call it better than you, right? So, she agreed. So I'm going to have her jump on later on, to, either confirm or disagree or agree, whatever. With she knows what happened. She was there, right? So, this situation happened about, like I said, it was October 2019. I remember the date, right? So it was October 2019, and I didn't address it. I didn't speak on it because I didn't really want to highlight the situation. Okay. The situation wasn't my fault, but there was part of it was kind of my fault, but not my fault. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm going to be 100% transparent with you. I always am with you guys. I advertised this on like different platforms, but it's still staying on Patreon. It's still private. It's still password protected. I could have made this public. Y'all know that when we do like public streams, we might get like 100 people, 150 people, something like that in here. I could have done that, but I decided to keep it private because I'm doing this for you guys. I really don't care what other randoms think of me, but I dislike people lying about me. And so somebody hit me up probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and they said, hey, Angel, there's a stream going on that had just finished. And at such and such mark, there's this woman talking about blah, 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 blah. And I think she's talking about you, but it don't sound like you because you wouldn't do that. But, everyone's saying your name in the chat because of the description, right? And somebody else recently sent me a link to a forum that's discussing Christelyn, and my name is like all over this forum, like, sprinkled across. It's not like all the way heavy or something like that, but it's enough, enough like for me to be like, yo, what's this got to do with me? And people are talking about affairs and this and that and nudes and all types of nonsense, right? All types of nonsense. So, I'm going through this forum, and today I went through it again. I got the link, I went through and I took screenshots that were relevant, and I got like the audio, this, that, and whatever. Now, the live stream in question, we'll get into that. All right. So furthermore, I'm gonna play the audio. It's just audio that I got. I had to like get part of it. Let me get the audio. Okay, so here it is. So I got the audio, I believe.
And what ended up happening.
Okay. So I'm not saying any names for this situation, anything like that aren't pertinent to the situation. But then I'm just gonna keep it 100% with you. So there is the woman that's talking right now. I don't know if she forgot what happened since it was like almost literally basically 2 years ago, or there was a lie. I don't know. I can't speak on it, but I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it play, and then you guys will hear, what it is. So let me let it play.
Was, I don't want to say this guy's name, but one of the guys that she got really, really cool with, he does content on Black women. He's a very fair-skinned man with good hair. We all know who he is, who I'm talking about. Okay. He was here for a very long time. Him and her got real cool. I don't know what happened when they got cool because I wasn't around during that time. When she went on this panel that I told her, these people are the YouTube trolls. Don't go over there. She went over there anyway. She was drunk. Let's just state the real facts. She went there anyway, and that guy came up and showed pictures that she sent to him behind the scenes. Then she went to her channel screaming and crying, and guess who she blamed it on? Me. The pictures that he showed was her being dressed very scantily clad. I'll just say that. She had on swimming suits and just it was weird. And what ended up happening was I
Okay. So this was the snippet that was basically sent. Okay. Um, not well. It was a timestamp that got sent to me, right? So this is what got sent, and so I was like, I didn't show any pictures of anybody. Okay. Fair skinned. I'm light skinned, not fair skinned. It's light skinned. All right. Good hair. That my hair is not good. It's not very healthy. But I guess if she feels so, man. Anyway, so people were saying my name in the chat. Okay, so there would, as I said, I don't know if she just straight up lied and said that I showed these photos. The woman who streamed it happens to be in the chat right now, or if she just forgot. So I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm gonna say. I really don't know this woman. I'm aware of who she is. I have spoken to her like on one of her streams once before. I think I hopped on one time, but I really don't know her, and like it just is what it is. Okay, so I mean that's kind of like damn. Like Angel, did you show pictures of scantily clad woman? Blah 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 blah. Long story short, no, I didn't. No, that didn't even happen. All right. But why would I care? Like, why would you care, Angel? So I'm gonna show you why I'd care, and then we're gonna go through some of these screenshots that I've taken from these forums, which is like a popular forum, and you guys will start to understand why. So I've numbered them like image one, image two, so they might not be in the right order. I hope they are, right? Okay. First thing, so here you go. You've got, and they're really fake in my, so this guy Dale says, and they're really fake in my opinion. Look at guys like Angel Ramirez. It's Angel Ramirez-Jordan. Thank you, sir. Dude had pics of Karazin and he used them against her. If any other dude did that, he'd be saying how wrong it is. And I get that Karazin is trash for doing it while married. However, why is Angel keeping the pic? Question mark. Somebody says, wait, what happened with Angel and Karazin? Angel pandas too much for me, blah, blah, blah. Right? And so you got that. So you can already see. So people are saying like people were just running with that, right? So then the next one is this. Somebody says who's Angel. Person responds to Angel Ramirez, Jordan, a YouTuber most people with eyes and ears believe she had an affair with, an emotional affair at the very least. Okay, so people are throwing my name out there. So this, you're gonna start understanding why like this would bother me, right? And I didn't even know like all this was going on. And then it says, somebody says apparently the original video is unavailable because Angel Ramirez exposed naked pictures of C. Karazin shared with him of herself. She was always an exhibitionist. Then the person says, I'm not a CK fan. She's a blazing idiot. However, Angel showing someone pics like that isn't cool. Why did he do that? I thought he was about being respectful to black women. I get defending yourself, but to post nudes. And by the way, this is a guy that is commenting this part right now. And when I went on the forum, this guy talks about me a lot. And he has nothing but negative things to say about me. So like this was like, yeah, this is my opportunity to drag him. Even compared me to Derek Jackson, right? Anyway. Here it says the black lady you referred to must be blah 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 blah. Okay. It says, can you believe she sent pro-black YouTuber Angel Ramirez-Jordan nude pictures of herself under the guise of whatever? The reality is these finishing schools. Okay, so that's irrelevant. I don't know. I'm not here to discuss certain things. I don't care about what's going on today, right? Then somebody at the bottom part says, I guess she thinks a photo of some constructed narrative about, and some constructive narrative about her supposed marriage is all it takes. Angel Ramirez-Jordan can rebuff the narrative in a second if he wanted to. I would bet my last dollar on his version. Well, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. So basically, because I haven't spoken on this, I literally have not spoken on this at all. And you'll understand why I didn't speak on it. The said guy, so this Dale guy, says a student found out who he is. Does he honestly believe others don't also know? The drama that happened on YouTube will be found out in that school in due time to spread through the school like wildfire. This is why schools don't hire teachers with questionable backgrounds. This isn't a new type of discriminate, blah, 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 blah. All right. And then this person says, I told before, I don't think Ramirez is even part of his last name. I think it's just Jordan. I think he added the Ramirez part to throw people off because when he showed his ID that time, there was no Ramirez on it, but they can't fire him without proof of the pic. We all know the pic doesn't exist. It would be everywhere by now. If someone says, oh, he's the person sent a dick pic. You see, so people are conflating two different things. And we're going to get into this conflating business. And so those of you that are here, you know that Paris Milan idiot, she did a live stream claiming that I had sent a YouTuber a dick pic. Y'all remember that, right? I wrote a whole article about it and even addressed it and said it was bullshit. And so people are conflating the two. They've got the Paris Milan lie. Remember with the Paris Milan lie, we were like, so show it. And she says, oh, I'm not going to show it. But you said you've seen it. And then when I called, she said, well, I haven't seen it. I was told about it. All right. You were told about it. So you're not going to show it because you don't have it. You haven't seen it, but you were told about it. It's just big lies, right? And so this person then says, if someone says, oh, blah, 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 wait. And if you say, oh, I don't know where it is, I've never seen it, no one's actually seen it, then it's just talk. I honestly believe Paris just wanted to bring him drama by any means, even if she had to lie, because he said she was an annoying gossip queen. Remember, O'Shea Duke Jackson hates Angel, and Paris is O'Shea's little bestie. So I think O'Shea put her up to it. Oh, all right. So y'all understand like this, that nonsense again. So what are we at? Image 6. Okay. So for here, it says, so this is some recent stuff. This is August 26, 2021. Apparently her and her husband have gotten a divorce, and apparently some other stuff's going on. Again, I'm not here to talk about that. So this person says, moreover, CK left an internet trail of her and Angel Ramirez. So it's unlikely she could hold Mike's affair against him in court. The affairs cancel out. So the affairs cancel out. So somebody literally saying that I had an affair with her and there's an internet trail. Gossip and rumor is not a fucking internet trail. This is the craziest thing. Like, I don't even understand. And it's not, and by the way, it's not just on this forum, it's on YouTube as well. Like, I ain't even know, but it's like, you know. So, and then I've highlighted this part. It says, the nerve of her to even fix her mouth to say that black folks on the internet ruined her marriage. No, fool, your relationship with Angel Ramirez-Jordan ruined your marriage. What? Okay. So, you're going to start, yeah, that's what I've had to deal with. Somebody says, oh, okay. I was over Christelyn seeing her on that Dusty Live with Angel and Cherry Girl. So they're talking about Bomb Cherry, right? That's when I knew Christelyn wishes she had the Blackistani respect. This, okay, whatever, right? So that's how you know this was the stream that was on. It was Bomb Cherry's channel, right? So that's why I took that screenshot so y'all could actually see that. And that was dated 2020, right? And that's number 9, right? And so here it says, let's see, all these black women YouTube content creators that talk about black women leaving Dusties alone still have been in public relations with them. CK with Angel. So I'm a Dusty, apparently. I don't know how I'm a Dusty, considering I have a job. I'm a anyway, okay, all right. I don't even care. Like, I really don't even care about that. Okay, if I'm Dusty, but you want to inhale this dust, all right. So then this person says, someone said, side note, I don't understand all the fuss about Angel. There's better looking biracial or whatever racial males to cry over. And then this person responded and said, that's why she lost her shit on that Bomb Cherry call, because she was so triggered by Angel. When she went back to her own channel and had her live stream meltdown, yelling at her fans and blaming other black women YouTubers for trying to bait her, she even admitted that Angel showing up triggered her. They have history, and no one can tell me they were just friends. You can't lose your mind like that just from encountering a former friend. She was acting like a crazy high school girl who still hadn't gotten over her first love, who publicly dumped her for the head cheerleader. Okay, so that's what that person said. So you understand why you can kind of, I'm trying to give you guys background before I get into it, right? And this one says Paris and Angel got into it today. Paris threw Angel and CK's affair all under the bus. So remember what I said. The reason I brought this up was that because there was this stream that happened and this talk that was going on, and I think that that's where Paris's lie came from, where she was trying to then say, well, Angel sent her a pic too, or blah, 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 right? That's what I think. So I can't really know. We're almost done here. Angel must be her side piece. Ew. Okay. I'm not. Anyway. And then this one says, oh, it's funny at the top here. It says, it's funny because Angel is on a live now saying he knew her, but they never met in person. But on Paris's live, Chris says Angel met her whole family. This one says, Christelyn also said at the beginning of her call with Paris that they, Christelyn and Angel, had never met in person, but then continues to say that Angel has met her whole family, kids, and husband, which was kind of confusing, and talked to them on the phone and FaceTime regularly. But I'm assuming that he met them through phone FaceTime. That was kind of iffy though, right? And then I think I got two more after this. And then another person responded, said, she said they've never met in person though. I remember she said she introduced him to her family via FaceTime. I think that that's what she meant. And that's what that person says. And then we've got this last part. It says, some of y'all saying that it wasn't nudes and it was weight loss pics. I call BS. Why would she be even sending him weight loss pics when he's not even a fitness man? CK is always in some, okay. It says, to clarify, I'm saying that someone from Pink Pill showed me photos that were supposed to be the ones she sent to Angel. The pics I saw weren't nudes. I still question why CK was sending them to ARJ, but allegedly he was giving her some kind of diet, fitness, health advice, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That is did you guys see all those? Because I feel like maybe I didn't show you them. Did you guys see did you guys see them as they came through? Because I wasn't clicking send to the thing. So that's why I'm a little bit confused. Did you guys see all of those messages? You weren't just hearing me say them. Because when I X'd out of it, this showed up. And I was like, wait, hold on. Why is this one still up? Yes or no? Did you? Come on, guys. Feedback. I need to know. Feedback. Hello. You saw. Thank you, Rejoice. Rejoice, the only one giving me feedback. Like everybody else, like. All right. What's happening? What? Oh no. All right. I need to. Something's happened to my screen here. Okay, so that's there. I don't even know what's going on, but something's happened to my screen. Something's happened to my screen. Okay, I need to quickly go into my files to pull that up. Sorry, guys. Something happened to the screen. I didn't know what happened. There you go. I didn't know what happened. Like, the thing just disappeared from life. Okay, you saw them. Excellent. All right. So that got said, right? Now I'm going to play you a little video that I got off of YouTube of some guy who was responding to that woman talking about these pics, right? And he's talking like he knows some details, right? Again, nonsense, but this is what he says.
I don't want to say this guy's name, but one of the guys that she got really, really cool with, he does content on Black women. He's a very fair-skinned man with good hair. We all know who he is, who I'm talking about. Okay? He was here for...
Now, I want y'all to understand what she just did. You know who she's talking about? She's talking about this dude, Angel Ramirez, right? Angel Ramirez is a panderer. He was always pandering for Black women, right? And Black women used to always, cape for him because
I need to know where these Black women that always caped for me were, because, okay. Because I have y'all know I don't have followers. I got friends, right? Friends, not followers. Like if you rock with me, then you're friends. Do you know what I'm saying? And keeping like, how many times have I been thrown under the bus? But anyway, okay.
One, look how she described him. Look how she described him. Fair skin, which is white.
Does the man on the screen look white to you? Well, to you.
Good hair, meaning white, right? And why is
good hair meaning white? We are in the black community. We all know what good hair means. We literally all know what good hair means. We've all heard it. We all know what it means. It's incorrect, but we know what it means. Like from day one, you know what good hair means. And never have we thought it means white people's hair.
His hair, good hair, because it's not black hair. It's not coarse hair. You know, it's not our hair. It's not black hair. There's no such thing as good hair. It's just hair. You know what's good hair? If you wash it, condition it, shampoo it when you're supposed to. Keep it in good condition.
When you supposed to.
That's good hair. Who looked at us and didn't value us because we didn't look like the Hispanics. We didn't look like the whites because our hair wasn't good enough. Even though my hair was considered good hair because, you know, my hair is curly and I used to hear that all the time, that I had good hair. And I didn't understand what that meant.
That's how you know he's lying. If you're black, he said he used to hear that he had good hair all the time and he didn't understand what that meant. If you're black, you're lying. Every black person here that has heard the phrase, you got some good hair, or he's got good hair, or she's got good hair, knows what it means. Don't play dumb like you don't know what that means. You know what it means. It's bullshit, but you know what it means. Every black person knows what the term good hair means. That's why when they were talking about, when Beyonce said Becky with the good hair and white girls were like, Becky with, yeah, and they were like, no, nobody talking about you. Nobody talking about no damn white people here. Like, so he just lying here anyway.
And they used to look at me like I was some sort of hybrid.
Him and her got real cool. I don't know what happened when they got cool because I wasn't around during that time. When she went on this panel that I told her, these people are the YouTube trolls. Don't go over there. She went over there anyway. She was drunk. Let's just state the real facts. She went there anyway, and that guy came up and showed pictures that she sent to him behind the scenes. Then she went to her channel screaming and crying, and guess who she blamed it on? Me.
Now, I remember this. Now, you understand? This is Christelyn Karazin. She puts that, she puts so much stock into skin. She loved the whiteness of skin so much, right? And hate the blackness so much, right? Anything that she deems okay, this guy always was talking about, how black women are treated, and as soon as a black woman send you some pictures, right? Christelyn Karazin send him some very revealing photos of herself scantily clad, She must have been off that. She must have been going crazy off of that. M-Dog, that Mad Dog 2020 had her going wild. You know what I mean? Boom. She started getting in the mirror, started taking pictures, and she sent it to him. And what does he do? What does he do? The panderer, the great panderer. Black women need to be protected. What do? He uploads them. He shows them to the world, right? Real cornball, right? But
uploads them.
Yet he's there for black women, right? And then what she do? She start crying about it.
All right.
I don't want to say this guy's name.
All right. So you can understand why I'm going to address this, because there's people just making their own narrative and lying. And I'm glad that I was able to get hold of Bomb. Like, it was literally like, I was like, damn shit, what am I was like, I can't find the video. Because the original stream, somebody had recorded the stream and it put it up there, but I think their channel or the video got terminated. and I sent the stream to the recording of the stream to JV, because JV, yeah, I know JV, she's on her sometimes, and JV and I were talking about this last year, and I actually found this recording and I sent it to her, but they didn't have the whole stream. They just had parts of it, and it was me acting a certain way and talking a certain way about the situation, right, and everything that happened. And I was like, to be honest, I don't care if I'm angry in the stream. At least it shows that I didn't show no pictures of nobody. I didn't upload no I didn't share my screen and show no photos of no naked woman, blah, 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 right? This is YouTube. Who's going to be showing photos of a naked woman? But y'all are hearing scantily clad, but then in the comments, you know, in that forum, you were seeing nude. Now I'm going to start to tell you the situation, right? And after I've done, now I found on this forum, right, I found somebody that had spoke on the situation, you know, because they had a whole bunch of stuff going on about this. And I found somebody that spoke on the situation, right? Okay, I'm going to zoom in actually, right? But here you go. I found somebody that has spoke on the situation. This is like from October 2019, and they said, since people keep wondering and speculating about the CK Angel drama, I saw both of those live streams. I posted this on another thread, but this is what actually happened. And then like, this is long. This person wrote something long, right? But I read it, and they're kind of like pretty on point, you know. You'll notice here it says, Angel let her dig a hole without lifting a finger to do it. Now after CK started showing all these pics to the camera, getting emotional, Angel said something to the person who's, you know, so this person kind of like got it on point, but I could read it to you like later, but it's a lot. Like it's a lot, right? So anyway, and so what did it say? It said, then he said that CK was not qualified to give advice to these women. I might as well just read this shit, like, because they seem to know more about this than I even remember. You know what? I'll read it. I'll read it afterwards. Okay. All right. Let's go from the beginning, and then I can get Bomb up here and she can like tell you like what happened or didn't happen or whether I'm lying or whatever, right? Okay. Bomb Cherry had a YouTube channel. It's a whole essay, but it might remind me about what happened. Bomb Cherry had a YouTube channel, right? And every now and then, like when she would go live, like it would come up on my feed, and sometimes like I would, you know, come through and say hello, and I didn't really like jump on too much, you know, because I didn't really like to jump on. Like I would just comment, but rarely, you know, I'd jump on and say, "Can I get the link?" And so a lot of times I would just listen and I'd comment, right? And they would make me laugh, you know. It was just a different vibe, right? And so it shows up on my feed, and I click on it like I would. And Christelyn Karazin is there with Bomb and a few others, right? And I thought to myself, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you up there? And they're dragging her for filth, right? Now, this is what I caught. I caught this woman, Christelyn Karazin, say on that live to these people, you know, to the people that were on there, I'm slumming it with y'all. She was like, well, I don't think I'm better than y'all. I'm slumming it with y'all. And they started spazzing on her, right? You know, like what, you know, and they call her all types of names and stuff like that. So I'm in the chat commenting, but she can't see my chat. So I said to Bomb, Bomb, send me the link, please. Bomb sent me the link, right? And so I jumped on, and the first thing I said was, yo, you need to get off this. She's like, no, I'm not getting off. I said, you need to come off of this live stream. This ain't for you. You know, this is not for you. Like, you got to come off it. I knew that what was going to happen. I didn't understand how this swirler was on this, you know, on a black woman's platform that promotes black love, and they've got people that don't like her on it. I didn't understand. And I said to her, yo, come off. Like, literally come off. And so she doesn't want to come off, right? She didn't want to come off. She didn't come off. And so I'm like, all right, okay. So she's getting upset, right? She's getting upset. and she's getting aggravated and people are calling her names, and she was like, look, see, whatever. So I explained to her, I said, you literally said you're slumming it, which means that you think they're ghetto, you think they're beneath you. That's literally what it means. And these people have reacted. So, everyone's calling her a fraud and blah, 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 blah. And they're calling her name. So I interject. And in fact, what I remember happening is Bomb asked me what my views were on interracial platforms and such, because I think like Bomb was trying to like take the heat off of her and change the topic a little bit. So I gave my opinion, and y'all know that I talk like I'm a talker. So I talked for probably longer than I need to. I was talking about the platforms and what she represents. And then so they wanted to ask her questions, to address her. And I said, yeah, well, so they're asking her the question. So I stopped talking, but they're calling her all types of bitch, like this bitch, you bitch, this, that. So I interjected and I said, yo, don't call her bitch. Like that's not cool. Now, at this point in time, so this is October 2019, this woman and I had stopped talking. We had stopped being friends, right? We had stopped being friends. We had stopped talking. I'll get into that. You know what? I'll address it now. I give people a lot of benefit of the doubts, and I try to if you're black, I could rock with you and we could try. And y'all know we've been there. Like y'all have seen the dramas that have happened. That's why I just don't talk to nobody anymore. I don't rock with nobody. And with her, she invited me to talk on her platform one time because, this was about a video I made in 2014. She had shared the video and and we had a conversation about black love versus interracial relationships. And I'm obviously pro black love, and she was pro interracial relationships, or is pro interracial relationships. We were having the discussion, right? People are not just YouTubers, they're not just content creators, they're people. So of course, when you speak behind the scenes, you get to know people and you start to have a rapport with them, and you have rapport with them, and they're human beings. So I would say to her, people say this about you, that about you. She's like, I never said that. She would say she never said that, or this got misconstrued, right? So we started to speak on a regular basis, and she was dealing with a lot of anti-black women hate coming from certain trolls. And I didn't like that, and I would deal with trolls at the same time as well. And so there were times when I defended her. Literally, I defended her, and I would tell people listen, y'all know I'm not, down for the swirl. However, she's okay. Her message just needs to be tweaked this. And I used to tell her all the time, why don't you tell guys tell women to explore their avenues and date everybody and not just say white men, because that's what it comes across like you saying. And she was like, but I do say that, right? And she was like, no, but I do. Justin, you haven't missed anything. Don't worry. It'll start from here, right? So she was like, but I do. I was like, you don't, but okay. And so I'd give her the benefit of the doubt a lot of times. And then we would have conversations behind the scenes. And when we're having conversations behind the scenes, we used to have arguments a lot, right? And this, we'd have arguments, and the arguments were about topics, whether it was politics or race. And I just couldn't rock with a lot of the stuff that she was saying. And we would have arguments, and where I just felt how are you saying this? So we would stop talking. One day we had a big argument, and it was race-based argument. And I decided that I didn't want to affiliate my brand with her brand or me with her anymore. So I told her that I was not, going to affiliate with her anymore. And she made a video. This is something, a conversation that we had. She made a video, and she basically said in the video that, Angel Ramirez-Jordan, says goodbye or something like that. And she basically, and it wasn't a horrible video. She just said that through differences of opinion and beliefs and doctrine, we're going our separate ways. But everyone in the comment section was going wild and just dragging the crap out of me, right? Saying how they're so glad that she's not like talking to me anymore, and we're not gonna work together anymore, do collabs anymore, because I'm a hotep and I'm this, that, whatever, right? And so I decided to do a live stream addressing the comments. Now, I didn't address her, I was addressing the comments. She thinks I'm addressing her during this live stream, and she gate crashes the live stream, literally gate crashes the live stream, and everyone's telling her, he's not talking about you. He's not talking about you. She wants the link. I give her the link, right? And she comes on, and basically she gets very emotional. And she says how she loves me, and she says how, she's lost her friend and blah, blah. Now you have to understand the word love, when it gets used, some people are loving people. Like, they say love and they have love. We had grown close, but it was like, I like you as a person. I just don't like your views. It was really difficult for me. It was really, really difficult for me, right? I like you as a person. Like when we're talking about music and poetry and life, all good. Moment we talk about views on interracial relationships or black men or black love, it just was really like conflicting to me. So I decided to like step off. And, when she did that, I had to delete that stream. Jessica says she remembers it. I had to delete it because she started crying on the stream. And I didn't want her to get dragged by people for crying, because she had cried before on a stream, one of her own streams, and she became a meme and stuff like that. And I'm not there to be a part of stuff like that, right? So we didn't affiliate. Okay, so we cut off 2016. Everyone was like, I'm so happy you ain't rocking with her no more. Blah, 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 blah. Now, throughout that time, between 2016 and 2018, she might check up on me. I might check up on her. Like, because something will happen, like something will literally happen with this woman like every few months, and it'd be like crazy. But people were really like doing her dirty, like threatening her family, her kids, and, putting her address out there, like stalking. It was really fucked up. So, of course, even if we're not talking anymore, and I hear about this, I might hit her up and be like, are you okay? Or like, I just heard like a madness. And she would tell me, right? So we're not talking, but every now and then, like, that kind of thing. Now, in regards to like, I had never actually, okay, so she's got a few kids, right? And one of her kids was really young, really liked me, and would say hello to me on the phone sometimes, because you know how kids are, they get jealous when they hear somebody talking, especially if you're talking business. So of course you talk, you say hello. I never actually spoke to her husband properly or anything like that, but there had been times when she was like, oh no, I'm just talking to Angel and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. So it was literally like that. Like, it wasn't anything like more than that, right? Throughout that time, there was a time when like we decided we weren't going to do business together. We weren't going to, when I say business, I'm talking about collaborating, because I wasn't making no money. We weren't going to be collaborating or anything like that. You check up on somebody, you might be going through some issues. She knew about my issues with Brazil, and she had confided in me in some stuff about her husband, which I'm not going to talk about. That's not my business, and it's not your business to know, right? She confided in me about some stuff with her husband and things like that, right? Now, so to the Bomb Cherry live stream, all right? I had to tell you that so that, So on the Bomb Cherry live stream, I decide that these guys are calling her bitch, and it's not fair. Just, if you disagree with her, tell her what you disagree with. Ask her questions. So I decided I'll jump in, because these guys just they don't have decorum for this, right? And it's not that they don't have decorum, it's that they just didn't like her. It's very difficult to be like cool with somebody that has literally just said they're slumming it and kind of like giving underhanded like digs and stuff like that. So I said, you say it's character over color, so why do you only promote white and Asian men? But you don't ever promote black men, right? You don't promote. So how is it character over color? It seems like color over character. So that was and everyone was like, yes, exactly. The next thing was, so I said, if it's character over color, you wrote an article about me in regards to my, a video I made in 2014. And it was a praising article, like it was a good article. It was like, oh, he's a nice guy, blah, 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 blah. But he wants us to date black men and, we're swearless, blah, 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 blah. Now, to promote this, she used a photo that she had found of me on Facebook. And it was a shirtless photo of when I was heavy and working out, right? And I said to her, if it's character over color, why did you use that photo that where I just came out the gym and I ain't have no shirt on? She said, because I know what sells. So my response was, oh, so it's all about money then. And the guys that were there and the women that were there was like, bingo, bingo, bingo. She got very upset and she got off the stream. Now, I didn't know what was going on. I hadn't called her bitch. I hadn't attacked her. I hadn't said anything. I was being very calm. So she gets off the stream and somebody said, they commented like, oh, she's doing a live stream right now and she's crying, right? Now, we were sitting there on this stream, Bomb, myself, and whoever else was there trying to, thinking that she was crying about this, that, and the third. Not one person thought that she was, crying about me or upset about me. Nobody thought that. So I'm transparent with the situation. So I actually said she's probably a little bit upset with me because maybe she felt like I was supposed to have some loyalty towards her or solidarity towards her because we used to be friends. And I said, look, I'm not going to lie to you. We were very, very close. We were friends. We had a very strong friendship and we used to talk all the time. I did not lie. I did not withhold that from the people on the stream. Remember, this was not my live stream. I told them this. I wanted to be open with, and I told him that, but because of her views, sometimes I get a little bit blindsided by some stuff and I decided to step away. And then Bomb will be able to verify afterwards whether I did say that or not, right? So she comes back on, bearing in mind, apparently she made $2,000 or $3,000 in donations from crying, right? This is what people were saying. I don't remember. I don't know. I wasn't there. She comes on, and when she comes on, she's very upset, and she says that, they're asking her, why were you crying? Why were you crying? She was like, because of Angel. And everyone was like, Angel? Angel didn't do anything. Yes, he did. And I'm like, what are you talking about? How are you crying because of me? Like, I didn't do a damn thing. I asked some questions. I didn't call you bitch. I wasn't dragging you. I didn't do none of these things that these other guys were doing. What the fuck did I have to do with this that for you to go and cry? Like, what? Bearing in mind, I told her to get off and she wouldn't get off. She turns her camera on and she's crying and she's upset. And when she's crying, I shit you not, right? I actually said, turn your camera off. I was like, Christelyn, turn your camera off. She refused to turn. She goes, no, I want everyone to see. I was like, turn your camera off. I wanted her to turn her camera off so that people weren't seeing her cry because I know what people do with this stuff, right? So now she doesn't know that I told them that we used to be friends, right? Right? She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that I told them that we had a deep friendship at one point. She doesn't know this. She's totally oblivious to this. She goes, Angel's here acting like he's one of you guys and you don't know that me and Angel, it's not just he just knows me from YouTube. We used to be very close. So I'm saying, Christelyn, they know this. But she won't stop. She's like, cause I can start showing stuff. So she starts to get her phone out and she reads a text message and she's got a text message and she goes, and she's reading what I've sent to her and she says, oh, look, in this text message, he says, I know we're not friends anymore, but I'm never going to make a video about you or a response video about you. You have my word, right? And I'm like, Christelyn, stop. Because it just wasn't necessary because I didn't lie to the people. Like I told the people that we were friends and I said that she's probably upset with me because like I jumped on her or whatever, right? And then so she reads another one, and then she reads another message, right? And I'm an honest person. And she says, she's got another message that says, I'll always have love for you, but I just can't rock with, that kind of stuff, right? And so I'm telling her to stop. And she won't stop. She literally won't stop. So I start to get angry. And I'm telling her, stop. Stop reading these messages. It's not necessary. If I send you a message and it's a private message, regardless if it's innocent or not, don't read my messages. That's disrespectful because I haven't done that to you. Don't do that shit. You see how I'm getting heated now? That's how I was starting to get. I started to get heated. And so she's still reading them, and there's nothing crazy in the messages, right? Now, I told her previously, anyway, so she's reading, and then I'm like, you know what? People really don't want to see this bad side of me. They really don't want that. And I said to her, I said, if I was you, I would be quiet because I ruined careers. And I was angry when I said this. I was like, I ruined careers, so stop talking. Because obviously I knew stuff that was going on, like personal stuff, not to do with me, but I didn't say it, right? And so she's talking. And so I said to her, I'm be honest with you. I turned around and I said, Christelyn, how many, I said to her, no, I said, Christelyn, have I ever sent you any naked photos? That is exactly what I said, word for word. This was her response to that. Huh? I've never sent you any nude photos. And I said, I never said that. I went, I've never said that. Now, I never said, now let me repeat what I asked her. I said, Christelyn, have I ever sent you any naked photos of me? And her straight answer was, huh? I've never sent you any. And so everybody in the chat went, oh shit. And the reason they went like that was because they knew that wasn't what I asked, right? Now, I'm going to be 100% with you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it 1 billion with you. The reason I said that to her was I wanted her to think, shit, where's this conversation going to go? Maybe I should shut up now or be quiet and hop off because I don't want him to divulge something that I think he might divulge by going in this way. I didn't know that she was going to say, I never sent you. I didn't know that she was going to do that. And so she starts basically like arguing and shouting and trying to talk over people. And boom, I said, okay, I'm getting irritated now. Like, you're not stopping. And then she was like, I never sent you naked photo. I never sent it. He's lying. I was like, furthermore, I didn't say you did, but okay, if you say so, but you did. And so I did. I went, but you did. And I shouldn't have done that. I know I shouldn't have done that. So then she gets on, she shares her screen on Bomb's live stream. She shares her screen and she shows images of herself in workout gear. And she says, this is what I sent Angel. Because Angel, he works out and he does this and he was giving me advice and blah, 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 blah. She's showing these images and I'm like, I ain't never seen that. I literally went, I ain't never seen that shit before in my life. I said, I ain't never seen these in my life. Literally, I said, I ain't never seen that. I said, I've never seen those photos. I said, they're not the photos you sent me. So because she's doing that, I said, they're not the photos you sent me. And she went, show them. If you have it. Now, I didn't have the photos. And I literally said, but I don't have the photos. I said it on the stream. I said, I don't have them. I said, I deleted every single message that we ever had and anything you ever sent me. Okay. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. But this is what happened. Right. So, from my understanding, that is pretty much what happened. Now, let me get into the backstory. All right. I'm going to just keep it real with you. Okay. Somebody said, okay, I'm not married. I was not married. I've never been married. All right. So I don't know why people were trying to come for me. And I never had an affair with this woman. I've never even met her. Like, never even met her in person. I did give her advice on health and fitness, right? I did give her advice on how to lose weight, which she took, and she said it was working. One day she said to me, hey, I've lost a lot of weight thanks to your advice. Do you want to see the progress, right? And I was like, sure. She sends me some pictures. Unsolicited. I didn't know what was coming. However, there was two photos, and there was no clothes on. Now let's just keep it that way. There was no clothes on, right? There was no clothes. Now, I didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. I deleted the photo straight away. Literally saw it and I went, oh, yeah, you have lost a lot of weight. And I deleted the photo straight away. And she was like, delete those. And I said, already done. And we never spoke on it ever again. Now, I told Brazil about this at the time, and Brazil was talking about midlife crisis. She was like, she sent you that because, you're a young guy, and she just wanted, it made her feel better to be like, oh, I sent it, whatever, right? So remember, I never told people that. All I said was, did I ever send you any naked photos? And her response was, I never sent you any. I didn't say that. I didn't ask you that, right? When she kept going and then started to call me a liar, is when I got pissed off. I said, a liar? And I said, but you did though, right? Because I don't like being called a liar. So that's what happened, right? But more happened. During this, and she starts to cry again, and I get on the phone to Bomb Cherry. Now, I had Bomb's number from, I think I had messaged her and asked for her number or something like that. And I text Bomb's number, and I said, Bomb, do me a favor, please. I'll speak to you afterwards, please. If out of respect for me and love for me, please shut this live stream down. Delete this live stream and shut it down. The reason I did that was because I didn't want Christelyn to get the shit dragged out of her like crazy, which is what I knew was going to happen, right? I knew that was going to happen. You guys didn't tell me that the chat froze. I knew that was going to happen. And so Bomb, she took the stream down, and it was all done, right? And so I called Bomb afterwards, and I explained to Bomb, I was like, hey, Bomb, you know what? Let me explain to you why. So I literally explained to her and said, Bomb, you got to understand, the situation. So I told her, and I was very honest with her, and I told Bomb, I said, Bomb, we were good friends, as you know, and blah, blah, blah. And I just don't want the drama to happen and the bullshit to happen, because at the end of the day, I know what people are like, right? And I did not want, I figured cause there was only 100 or so people watching. And I figured I didn't want not many people had seen it. And I didn't want people to drag her and attack her and stuff like that and go with this narrative. And I never addressed it. I literally never addressed it. I was like, you know what? People had asked me about it, very few people. I didn't talk about it. I didn't address it. Now I'm going to tell you more was what happened behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, she hit me up, not Bomb, Christelyn, she hit me up. I'm told you, I'm going to be 100 with you. She hit me up, very upset about what happened. She was like, how could you? I said, how could I do what? I ain't do shit. I said, that was your fault, right? And she was like, no. I said, trust me, it was your fault. I never showed any images. Nobody told you to do this. Nobody told you to do that. I told you to get off that stream, right? I told you that it wasn't a safe space for you. She was like, it was your fault, blah, blah. How could you do this? Now everyone thinks I said, and who told you to show pictures of you working out to try to do blah, 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 right? And so I'm like, I say, yo, listen, you know what? This is some BS. Now she asked me, she said that I could fix this. I said, okay, how can I fix this? And she said, she said, you have to do a video and tell everybody that what happened, everything you said what you said in the stream was a lie. I said, I ain't doing that. I said, for one, I'm not lying, right? I know I'm not lying. And she said to me, to myself, she tried to gaslight me here. She was like, yes, you are, because I only ever sent you photos in workout gear. And I was like, what? And then I responded to her and I said, you know, I'm not recording the conversation, right? So there's no reason to lie. It's just you and I. And she said, I don't know anymore because I don't even know, you know, that kind of shit. I was like, listen, I'm not going to make a video telling people that it was a lie and blah, 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 blah. I said, I tell you what, don't talk about it. Don't speak on it. You know, leave it. And it will be forgotten. There was only like 100 people watching. It's not a thing, right? Don't worry about it. But she couldn't leave it. Like, she wanted to talk about it like, not directly, indirectly, right? Indirectly. So she was the one that jumped on and did whatever she did when she cried on her own shit and blah, 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 right? I said, no, I'm not gonna tell people. And I thought it was so stupid. Like, no, I ain't have no affair with him. So I never spoke on it. So 2 years went by, I didn't speak on it at all. Right? And I just thought, this is like whatever. I left it at that. Now, the reason that I found out about this is because some more stuff happened recently that she was involved with and people started to bring me up. Okay. Now here, I'm going to be honest with you. No, there was no affair. All this crap I'm hearing about emotional affair, there was no emotional affair. All right. At one point, we were very close friends. As I said, we couldn't rock with each other because of our views and stuff like that. We got really close. I feel like I can't really say too much because it's not my place to talk about her relationship with her husband and things like that. Y'all know, as you guys know, I'm no longer in a relationship with Brazil, and you guys know why. Because it just, you know, it wasn't working out for us, and because, you know, we wanted different things. I want to move to Africa. She doesn't. I want children. She doesn't. There's a point where you have to go, what's going to happen here? You know, I want marriage. She doesn't want marriage. She's happy. She was happy to stay in a relationship and all of that stuff. I wasn't, right? I wanted more. I sound like the woman, right? I wanted more, and y'all know we broke up. So she knew about these things way before I ever told you guys, right? She knew about it, and she had told me some stuff about her husband and blah, 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 blah. As far as I was concerned, we were friends. There was, you know, friendship love there, you know, that you might have that when you get close and stuff like that. But I just couldn't rock with certain things. Now I'm going to like go through, whoa, what did I just do? I just got rid of the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm going to read this person's comment that they wrote, right? It says, and then I'll like get bomb up, right? It says, the person says, I actually watched the stream while it was live. Angel came on the stream and saw that CK was on a hangout with Bomb Cherry. So this is dated October. What can you guys see? It's dated October 6, 2019. It says, I actually watched the stream while it was live. 2019, not 2016. I actually watched the stream while it was live. Angel came on the stream and saw that CK was on a hangout with Bomb Cherry. He asked CK why she was on the live stream, as he felt it was not a suitable place for her. She said she was fine. They asked Angel his opinion on swirling platforms. He started talking about the dynamics for like 10 minutes. All the men were interested in what he was saying. Then CK left. I guess she felt left out. Then 5 minutes later, she came back and the other panelists started confronting CK. I'm reading this for you so you can see it from a viewer's perspective rather than my perspective. Angel was telling them to be polite to her as they were being kind of rude, but Angel didn't know. But what Angel didn't know before he got on the panel, CK was really rude to all of them and said that they were bums and she was slumming it by being on the panel. That's why they were being rude to her. So of course they would react. CK was basically not answering their questions properly. So Angel, after being quiet while the men were asking questions, interjected and said, if the motto is character over color, then why do the women exclude black men instead of also making good black men with good character an option? Because that sounds more like color over character. CK didn't like that because it stumped her. So then Angel wanted to prove a point further. He said apparently CK used a picture of him that she took from Facebook with no shirt on to advertise an article she wrote about one of his videos. I think one of you posted it here. Angel used to always post pics on social media. He doesn't anymore. And Angel said, shouldn't it have been about my videos and not my shirtless body, since his character first? Because CK wanted to write an article about Angel for... CK wanted to write an article... about Angel for clicks and views, as he was really popular on Facebook around 2014. So she took a shirtless pic of him from Facebook, from his Facebook. So CK said that she only used that picture because she knows what sells. So Angel said, so it's about making money. He was shutting her down at every hurdle and making really good points. Then CK said something, if a black woman comes to her and she has had bad experiences with black men, she helps her with dating, but she doesn't tell her to exclude black men. So, whoa, where are we? Oh, where the hell are we? What am I doing? Here you go. She said, because I want you guys to see the part to highlight. Okay, if a black woman comes to her and she has had bad experience with black men, she helps her with dating, but she doesn't tell her to exclude black men. So Angel said that it was a lie. He said, your platform is about swirling, so of course the woman approaching you knows that black men will not be an option. CK then said that these women have been abused by their black fathers and mothers, so she's not going to send them back to black men. Then Angel said that those women that have been abused don't need to date, they need to get therapy first. Then he said that CK was not qualified to give advice to these women. I think Angel is a life coach or a therapist of some sorts. I was a life coach. I'm not a therapist. I don't know. But I know that he is now a high school teacher. I think he teaches history or sociology. One of those. CK got really upset about it and started being rude to Angel. Then she started to cry, so Angel told her to turn her camera off, probably to prevent stuff like this happening. But CK said, no, I want them to see me cry. Then she got off the live and started her own live stream and started crying, saying they were bullying her. She raised $2,000. Then she came back to the other live stream that Angel was on. And she started saying that the reason she was upset was because of Angel. Everyone else on the panel said that Angel was polite to her because it was Angel telling them to be polite to her and to not attack her verbally. Now, from what I remember, Angel and CK used to be friends back in 2015, but Angel made an indirect video saying he would not support anyone who trashed black men or black women. He never mentioned CK's name, but I assumed he had told her that he couldn't be cool with her anymore. CK did a video called Goodbye Angel, and all her fans started coming for Angel. Angel never mentioned CK again. During a live stream in 2016, CK gate crashed his live stream and asked to have the link. She got on, I think she was drunk, and she started saying how she missed him and how much she loved him. Angel says something about she can't love him because he's a black man and she doesn't love black men. It was the weirdest thing I saw. It was like she had a crush on him or worse. So fast forward back to the recent live stream. Angel had already cut CK off a long time ago, but CK was still upset because she felt like Angel was able to break her arguments down, and I guess she felt because they used to be friends that Angel shouldn't have gotten involved. Then CK wanted to tell everyone how close her and Angel used to be, so she read an old text message out where Angel said although he can't be her friend and he can't stand her views, he would never make a response video to her and he cares for her or something like that. So, no, period. So Angel told her to stop reading the old text messages. Then CK said no and started being rude again. Angel then said to stop or he'll finally lose his cool. She continued reading the messages, nothing juicy, but still she shouldn't have read them out loud. So Angel asked CK if she had any naked pictures of him. He literally said, Christelyn, quick question, do you have any naked pictures of me? CK automatically got defensive and said no. Then she straight away said, I never sent you naked pictures. But what you may have missed was Angel never once said she sent him any pics. He literally never mentioned her sending him pics. Jesus Christ, this is an essay. Throughout the whole thing, he never meant, this is longer than when I was talking. Throughout the whole thing, he never mentioned it. He knew that she would put her own foot in her mouth. It was like someone saying, hey, I ate a cookie last night. And then another person responding, I never stole the cookies. So CK started trying to defend herself, even though she didn't even need to, saying how they were fitness pictures because he was helping her lose weight. And then she started showing all the pics she claimed to send Angel. And Angel just kept saying, they're not the pics you sent me. Till she showed some kind of risque pics. Then she told Angel to show the pics he's talking about. Angel said he doesn't have any pics of her and that he never said she sent him any pics. He said, you sent me pics. I never said that. Then he said that he deleted every text she ever sent him. But if you notice, not once did Angel say he had naked pics of her. He asked if she had naked pics of him, which she instantly denied, and then instantly went on the defensive. She was guilty of something, and Angel let her dig a hole, WHOLE, without lifting a finger to do it. Now, after CK started showing all these pics to the camera and getting emotional, Angel said something to the person whose channel it was. He said something about, did you get my message? Let's end the stream now. So next thing, the stream is ended and completely deleted from the internet, and that's what happened. It looks like Angel saved CK by getting all the evidence of the situation removed because CK also deleted her live stream. My honest opinion is all is not good. Okay, so this is just, now it becomes the person's opinion. So forget the opinion, right? All right. So I didn't remember all that. So like that was me. I know, right? Like a whole blog. So the thing is, the stream got deleted and only bits and pieces of the stream, like someone had obviously recorded bits and pieces of the stream, right? And people were running with their own narrative and basically like saying certain things. And this is how people were basically saying, look, they're having an affair, blah, 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 blah. And Angel Ramirez-Jordan had exposed naked photos of her, blah, 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 blah. But as you can see from that didn't happen. Bomb, I just sent you the link, by the way, to the Hangout so you could jump on, and tell them what happened, because people don't believe me because I'm a liar. So I just sent you the email with the link so you can hop on. This is irritating to me, and the reason it's irritating to me is that you've got people that are getting on live streams saying that I've exposed photos of somebody, which I didn't, right? That didn't happen. You've got people saying that I had an affair with this married woman. I didn't, right? I'm 35 years old. The woman is now 48 years old. I mean, age is not like necessarily a factor. If you look good, you look good. But I was in a relationship. She was married, and I've never met her personally, right? And then people talking about emotional affairs and nonsense like that. At one point, I genuinely thought this woman was my friend, and I wanted to try and help her. And many times, I used to talk to her and try to like help her like reevaluate her message and make her message more palatable. But it didn't really work, because she was working with other people and, like the divestment group and stuff like that, right? And that is literally what happened. Do you know what I mean? And I've been honest with you. I've given you a lot. I had sent JV the footage when I did see the footage, and even it wasn't all of it. And even JV was like, so you didn't actually show any photos? I said, no, I didn't even have them to show. The only person that showed photos was her. And that was why I was just like, you're doing the most. Like, you're doing the most. And somebody sent me a message and said that they actually told me why they were leaving the Patreon. They said, I'm leaving the Patreon because it's come out that you had an affair with a married woman and you exposed her naked photos to the world. I was like, what? I said, that's not true. It didn't happen. And so that's why I wanted to do this stream. I wanted to do this stream because I don't want people like literally taking nonsense from trolls, nonsense from trolls and on forums. And you can see the forums, right? Even though in the forums where like in the threads, they'll say, no, this didn't happen, that didn't happen. And then people are like, okay, that didn't happen, but maybe something else happened. I'm telling you, like, ain't nothing happened. And I've literally told you everything that there is to like kind of like know on the situation, right? And it did. Like I said, it really irritated me a lot, as you can imagine. It would irritate.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you now.
Okay. Woo.
Finally, you got. I was about to call you. I was gonna do it as a phone call instead.
Okay. No. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Bomb.
Hmm.
It was your live stream.
It was my live stream.
It was all your fault. Okay, so Bomb, obviously I wasn't there at the beginning of the live stream, but I hopped on. But I wanna ask before, like, I wanna ask you some questions first and foremost, right?
Hmm.
Did I at any point share my screen?
Never.
Did I at any point share any photos or images of anything? A cat, a dog, an animal, anything?
Never.
Okay. Did I share any photos of Christelyn Karazin?
No, you did not.
Okay. So are you aware of the rumors saying that I exposed her nude photos on your stream?
Yes.
Okay.
I
All right.
recently heard that somebody say that, and I left it alone because we were dealing with something else. But when somebody mentioned your name and mentioned that, anyway, I don't want to get into that. That's another situation. But after you read that long spiel, whoever that was, they was right on the point because I had forgotten some of that stuff.
Right. I forgot about all that. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the reason I hit you up today was because I was like, it was your stream. And I even asked you, I said, do you happen to have the stream? I was like, listen, it doesn't matter. Do you happen to have the stream? And you were like, look, I lost my channel. Plus I deleted it. But
Yeah.
all right. So Bomb, I'm
Mhm.
gonna let you like talk and so obviously something had happened on that stream before I even jumped on, right? Before I
Right.
even came on. So go on.
Okay, so first of all, don't be too nice about it, but we were in the Viper Pit. And the Viper Pit at the time, we the roasters, we were really going after somebody else at the time. I'm not gonna mention her name. But that was the area she came into knowingly thinking that she could come and that she was smarter than everybody else. Like she really came over and she was arrogant, and she, even though I was being nice to her, like I was like, let her speak. The men was trying to attack her and I was like, no, I want to hear what her channel is about because I really don't know her. Still today I don't know her, right?
Mhm.
And I liked that she came over and I wanted to hear what she had to say. And they were calling her bitches and things. I kept telling them to stop. But then she arrogantly said she was slumming it. And so everybody was like, whoa, okay, you over here thinking you slumming it? And that's when the Viper came out of everybody. So then I saw you in the chat and you asked for the link.
Mm.
And you've come over a few times. You rarely ever get on the panel.
Right.
So I was kind of shocked when you asked for the link and you came up and you was quiet for a while, and then you kind of tried to tone everything down because the men were going in. There's black men. She's against black men, so they was asking questions. I was asking questions about a book because she claimed she had a book, and you explained to the men, hey, if you want to ask the questions, stop calling her the B word. And so the men kind of toned it down a little bit. And then that's when everything kind of went, a little sideways. At first we was having a conversation, and then you asked her that question. You asked her, well, why do you just promote Asian and white men? And she kind of gasped. It's almost like she's like, like almost like, why did he ask me that? And and then you started having a conversation with her. We all was listening, and the oddest thing happened. And ladies, I know, because I know it's a lot of you ladies over here. This is the thing about men, including you, Angel. See, women, we know we have a power, right? We have a superpower, and I watched that woman use her superpower. She literally was over there hanging with us for about 4 or 5 hours. She jumped off, went on her channel, and cried for 15 minutes. She ended up with $2,000. She was like, oh, they're over there, and they're bullying me. And she just went in, got $2,000, shut her channel down, and came back with us like nothing happened. The only reason we know that it happened because remember, while my stream was going, somebody said, "Ooh, she just went live," and so a
Mm.
lot of people, a lot of us, while my stream was still going, we was peeping at her stream. But while we was peeping at her stream, you was telling us how you and her were friends. You know how you were friendly at one point,
Mm.
and that you know that she's a good person. You know that's what you even told me. You was like, "Bomb, she's a good person." Because you did ask me. You hit me up in the back, and you said, because you asked me for my number, I gave it to you. You said, "Bomb,
Mm-hmm.
can you take this down?" Like we was in the middle, still doing our thing, and you know you said, "Can you do me a favor?" I was like, "What?" You said, "Can you take this down?" And I was like, "Cool." You know, all because of you, because you know we would have kept that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
We would have kept it up. But I'm gonna tell you something though. The part when I say that women
Remember
have,
when she came back, because you just skipped
right.
the whole
That's what I
part.
was
When she,
gonna
yeah,
get to.
when she
Yeah,
came back, that's when it
yeah,
popped off, because everybody was like, "Wow, you was over there crying. Like, who upset you? Who bullied you?" And it was when
right.
she said, "Angel."
Angel,
I was
right.
like, what
And
did I say?
yeah, you hadn't said anything. So this is the superpower, right? This is what well, I'm getting back to that is that she came back over and she was acting like nothing was wrong until we were like, "Hey, we just heard what you just said. Who's over here bullying you? Been over here for 5 hours." And then she said, "Angel." And you was like, "Wait, what did I say?" And everybody was like, "No, Angel been up here. You know, he's the one suggested you shouldn't be over here because he knows this the Viper Pit,
Mm.
right? He knows how this gonna go down." And you kept saying no. And then she did something else. She turned on that camera, like you said,
Mm.
and started crying. You told her to turn it off. Why do you think she said no? I want them to see me crying. See, you men don't get it, but we women, we do. She wants people to see her crying because she know that brings her sympathy and money. It makes her look like she's human. She just recently pulled that same thing. Just recently, when her boyfriend used the N word, she started crying. That is what that woman does. And it's called, what you know, you men might not know this, but white girl tears. She even said she's in an area with white people and they teaching her things. And so she knows how to do that. And that's what she did. She was like, "No, I want them to see me cry." And then you know, and then you felt sorry for her because I really didn't want to take that stream down. But I like you. I always like you. So, you know, you asked me to take it down, I took it down. But she did blame you. You never you okay, so y'all go back and forth a little bit.
Mm.
You know, when I said back and forth, you was asking her just legit questions. You wasn't
Right.
attacking her. She then goes in her phone, you know, and start reading things that y'all text to one another. She then goes to because she says, "Well, y'all don't know this, but me and he, you know, we close. We were close." And you said, "Hey, I already told them that. I already explained the situation." Nah. Let me no, y'all don't understand. And then she goes to reading you ask her to stop reading the messages. She continues to read the messages. Everybody just looking at y'all like ping pong. You know, you said
Mm.
something, she said something. And then you asked her that question. Like, "Hey, have I ever sent you naked pictures?" And she just goes, like we can feel the gas, the tension. "I never sent you any nudes. I never sent you any nudes. In fact," then she starts sharing her screen. She asked me to share the screen because you know you can't share it without me giving permission. You tell her, "No, don't do that." And I'm like, and you like, "No, don't do that, Bob. Don't let her share." And I said, "Well, she want to share." I say, "He's asking you not to share. Why are you sharing?" Nah, I want to share. So I let her share, and she starts sharing her own photos of her. And really, it wasn't any nudes. It was like exercise pictures,
Yeah.
on her body. But then the questions get fired up. Well, why are you sending them to him? Is he a, is he a man who deals with
But
exercise?
the thing is, right? I had never seen those photos before in my life. Like the ones that she was showing, I had never seen them.
Yeah, you
Right?
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said no, not those. I've never seen those pictures.
Cause now you call it no, cause she started calling me a liar, and I hate that. So when she was like, he's lying, I was like, who the fuck's lying? I said, ain't nobody lying. I was like, I ain't never seen those photos. I ain't. She goes, I never sent you, and that's when I went, but you did though, cause
Mhm.
at one point it was like cool, but then when you start calling me liar, like I did affirm it, like I did confirm it. I was like, but you did though, and I've never seen those photos anyway, and
Right.
so people don't, when people were like sending the little clips of the recording and stuff like that, is the discussion that I think was because the only person I know that's seen the clips is like JV. JV had seen it, but the person whose account it was on is obviously gone now, and it was like only bits and pieces, and
Mhm.
even the bits and pieces like confirm that I never showed any photos of her and that I never said that she sent me blah blah directly, right? I never
Right.
said that. It was only when she started to call me a liar that I started to spaz and stuff like that. But the thing
Right.
that just irritated me, well, like yeah, anyway, let me shut up.
No, some of us don't like me called liar. I really, I hate when people call me a liar as well too, especially if I know they're lying.
Yeah.
But so she, it was just intense after a while, and it was all her doing though, right? I don't think you have any fault. I know you said earlier you think you have it's a little bit your fault, but I don't think you have any fault at all.
I think it's my fault because I feel that I let you know what? I should have minded my own business, right? And I should say if she want to be because it what we were not on talking terms at that time, so it should have been like, listen, if you want to go there, go there. But I was just trying to like help her out,
But yeah,
and
you was helping a
right,
black woman. That's what you do. You don't
and
like.
then and
Go
then
ahead.
like when she was just like showing like trying to read these messages and saying, oh, you don't know that we were close at one point, this that, I was like, just stop talking, it's not necessary to talk like this. And I started to get irritated because she was being rude, she was being disrespectful to me,
Right.
she was being rude. And so when I said what I said, I feel like that was wrong, like because what, even though the question wasn't what she responded with, as in I asked the question, right,
Mhm.
about myself. And even though, and I shouldn't have done that because deep down in my mind, my reason in my head, and I know because I know why I said it, I was thinking strategically. I was like, if I ask her this question, she's going to be like, but I know he's never sent me any photos. Why would he ask this? Since I'm the only one that sent him photos, shit, I don't want this to escalate to what it could go. So I'm just going to shut up and leave. Right. And she
Mhm.
didn't.
Yeah.
She just went on. And that's where I feel that that was my fault. And then when she started like showing like her workout images and then calling me a liar, you know what? Again, I should have went, okay, I'm a liar, and hopped off. I shouldn't have been like, but you did though. I've never seen those. That
Wow.
I feel like I just shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, but you're human, and first of all, we're on YouTube where we could speak and talk. You didn't do anything wrong. It would be something if it was an arena where people don't have a chance to talk and shouldn't talk. But that's you was in the area participating like everybody else, so you have no fault. And you didn't make her do anything. You didn't control her mind. Stop taking fault when you don't have to. Right? You'll be going through life just being blamed for everything and accepting
Mm.
it. Fuck that.
And the thing was like I try to help the situation at the time, like you took it down, and then I called you afterwards. Like I called you afterwards and spoke to you, and I said, listen, I appreciate that. This is the situation. Like I know how it is, and I did. I told you, look, she is a good person, but like sometimes she just doesn't say the right things, and I think that she has a lot of people in her ear, that, and she's trying to like appease a certain group of people. And then I was like, look, I know what's gonna happen, and they're gonna drag the shit out of her, and blah 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 blah, and this is gonna look worse for her than it is for me, and it would have.
Mhm.
So and you did take it down. And like I said, I spoke to her afterwards, and I told her to take her crying stream down because again, I know what happens, and she took hers down, and she was like, I said, listen, not enough people saw it. It was only like 100 people. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Like just don't talk on it. Sometimes when you try to do damage control, you can do more damage than good.
Right.
So she goes away. She doesn't hit me up, and then about a week later, there's like a bunch of people talking about the stream. And she was like, you told me it would go away. There's people talking about it. And that's when she asked me to make a video or to address the thing, saying that like she never sent me photos and blah, and I lied and did it. And I said, well, I ain't doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, just leave it. I said it's just a troll. Like I said it's just a rumor. And that's how I dealt with it, you know?
Right.
And now I'm addressing something that is just messy and dirty and pointless based on like there's a lot of people that don't like her and there's a lot of people that don't like me. So with her and because I'm black, they kind of like, oh, and it's a black guy. And then there's people that he's light skinned, so he's the acceptable one for her, and he's mixed, so that kind of crap. So they all going with every single narrative, and then there's literally people lying through their teeth saying that they saw the stream and they saw her titties and they saw this, and I'm like, why are you lying for?
Yeah, they lying.
Why are you lying? This is YouTube. Furthermore, furthermore, like Bomb said, in order for me to share the screen, I would have had to ask permission, because you can't share your screen when you do on what was it that was it Streamlabs or something?
Yeah, we were StreamYards. Yeah.
StreamYard, right? So
No,
it was
Hangout at the time,
was it Google
right?
Hangout? Okay, so you had to ask permission. She told you had to ask permission to share your screen. I never asked permission because I wasn't sharing my screen. I wasn't sharing no photos, right? And how disrespectful would I be to go on YouTube, a family platform, on somebody else's channel and show naked photos of somebody? I don't think Bomb would be here today talking to me because that would get her a strike. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean? She'd be like, what kind of disrespectful little shit is this guy? That never happened. She showed her own images, workout images, and the reason that she did that was to be like, I'm gonna shut it down and I'm gonna make it look like he's lying. And it would have been fine until she started saying he's lying. These are the photos. I said, yo, who are you calling a liar? I said,
but see,
furthermore, I never said that you sent me naked photos. You
right.
basically said that yourself, but now you calling me a liar? Yeah, you did. Fuck it. Yeah, you did. That's how it went.
Yeah, that's how it went. Yeah, so you don't see the game. Like some of us as women, we see the game.
Yeah.
We see the game that she's pulling, not only with the women who follow her, but even with the men. Because some of you men still want to protect her. You know what I mean? You like you saying she's good people. No, she's not good people. Like you can't have, just because y'all talk about the same music and
Yeah.
other things, but then her politics is against black men, and you consider yourself to be a black man, then how could, you know what I mean? That's why you had that conflict. It's almost like you having a girlfriend, you want something, she wants something else. Y'all realize, hey, like this not gonna move any farther because I want this, you want that. So you go your separate ways.
Yeah.
That's how your friends should be. So y'all don't really have nothing just because you and your girlfriend.
That is like I said, that is what happened in terms of like me just saying like, yeah, you are. And I know that like for some people it was like, how people be like, how can you say she's a good person?
Mhm.
What I did is I separated the content creator and the content from the person, right? It's like I always say to people all the time, I was like, I am, what you see is what you get with me, because like I show all sides of my character. I show my rudeness, I show my wittiness, I show my funny side, I show my angry side, I show my humble side, my conscious side. I show all sides, right? I show my disrespectful sides. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
With her, you're seeing like certain sides of her. And so when we spoke, the first couple conversations when you're trying to build a rapport with somebody because you're about to collab, I was like,
Mhm.
this woman's all right. She good people. I just think that she a little bit led astray. And then when she would tell me her story about why she went in the direction she went and how badly she was treated by black men, I felt a type of way. I felt like, I could understand where she's coming from, why she now reacts the way that she reacts. And I didn't want to be, another one of those people that basically like she could say, yeah, he did this to me as well. Like he was rude to me also. So
Mhm.
we became friends.
Mhm.
And I would try to keep you learn, certain friends you have, what conversations you can have and what conversations you can't have. Like
Right.
maybe you can't talk about politics with a certain friend. Maybe you can't talk about religion. So we kept away from certain conversations. But whenever we would talk about race or something would happen, you
Mhm.
know, it would just be a really heated argument. And the time that we stopped talking was when we would talk. She was talking about feminism, and she was saying how like something about, I can't even remember the full, but it was something about white feminism and things like that. And she was saying how um feminists don't address black men, and they don't do this and they don't do that. And I was like, but feminists address men in general. They address men in general. When white feminists are talking about men, they talking about all men.
All men.
And
Right.
she was trying to say that white feminists basically like give black men a pass. I said, no, they don't. Why are you like, no, they don't.
That's
Like,
that's that bullshit, baby.
right. I was like, no, they don't. And then like I said, I don't remember the full convo, but it got really irritating. So we stopped talking. And I said, look, I just can't rock with you because we've had too many of these conversations. That's
Mhm.
when I said, like, I would no longer support, women that are not for black love and black men that are not for black love. I won't even be friends with them. That's what happened. We cut
Mhm.
ties, and something would happen. Like she had the veganated incident. I hit her up and I was like, are you okay? And she would tell me what happened. And I gave her advice on how to deal with the situation, right? And we don't talk
Mhm.
again. Something else happened, and I heard, that her family were being threatened and this, that, and I hit her up and I said, are you okay? She told me what was going on. Then we started to talk again, not about content, she's like, how's life, that kind of stuff. And we kept in contact, but the argument started to happen again, about the diametrically being opposed to certain, beliefs and stuff like that. Cut her off. And then I hadn't like spoken to her for like a year when I saw her on your platform. It had been like a year,
Mhm.
you know? We talked a lot. Yes, we had a lot of conversations about a lot of different stuff. I'm an insomniac. Like I'm awake all freaking hours of the day and night and this, that, and whatever.
Mhm.
Was my friendship with her inappropriate? On my side, I don't believe it was. I don't believe it was inappropriate because, like, if I'm your friend, I'm your friend, and I'll talk how I talk with my friends, right?
Right.
When people say was her on her side, was it inappropriate? Honestly, if something is innocent, then it's not inappropriate, and it doesn't
Right.
matter the situation. Do you know what
Right.
do you know what I mean?
If both of y'all, you was good with it, she was good with it, y'all know it, there was no cheating, then it's not inappropriate, and it's nobody else's business. But you understand, there's a group of people, like you said earlier, who wants to attack her, and then there's that group who want to attack you. Just like that, there's that group that want to attack me. I've never done anybody any wrong, but there's people who bomb this, bomb that, bomb this. You know what I mean? Because I'm for black love, no matter who you love. See,
Mm.
I have a different, of course, I want black men and women to be together, but if a black man or a black woman decide to be with another race of man who gonna treat them well, I'm good with that. As long as the black person in the relationship is happy, and get what it is that they need, and they treat the other person well. That's what I'm for. And they got people against that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, um, it's crazy out here. But and because see, they use you. See, you was used because you are the black man whom she was close with, even when she claims she don't like black men. And that's what everybody was talking about. Wait, that even I was shocked when y'all was saying y'all had this friendship and
Mm.
and she's sending pics and things. And I was like, wait a minute, I've been hearing on the street that you don't deal with black men. Black men is not even in your wheelhouse. Oh, but you found a black man decent? You mean they really exist? Which we've been telling her, right? People telling her there's good men
But I
who.
wasn't. But it wasn't like there was nothing romantic. Like, do you know what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
not saying
Yeah.
romantic, but even the friendship, even romance and things like that,
But
love and all that,
the
that
truth
comes
is,
from friendship.
the
Go
truth
ahead.
is this, and I think this changes the game a little bit.
Hmm.
I was not the only black male YouTuber that she would talk to and have conversations with.
No, I
And
think we know.
I know people are aware of this. Like there are other names that float around. So it wasn't no, literally, I was not the only black male YouTuber that she was friendly with.
Hmm.
That she had a friendship with. And there was black male YouTubers that I was shocked that she was friends with. When she told me, I was like, "What?" Now, most of the time, the truth is these men approached her, and they may have found her attractive or been interested in her. But there was certain men that it was like, "Oh shit! Like, why would you be friends with this guy?" You know what I mean?
Are they content creators?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what it is, because y'all
Like
still want to see is
right,
money.
and that's why, and to answer Carmen's question, because Carmen's statement, Carmen was like, "Oh, if you were my man, she couldn't call my man. If I was Brazil, I wouldn't have had that." We were content creators, so when people are content creators, like you have a partner, right? And you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just on the phone." Like if Bomb, you're married, right? I believe you're married.
Yes.
So Bomb's married. If Bomb was like, "Oh," to her husband, I'm just on the phone with Angel, and he's like, "Who's Angel?" "Oh, he's a YouTuber that I've done collabs with." You won't even question it. Cause
Yeah, my
oh,
husband's in the
it's
bed.
YouTube, okay, right? And
Right.
then when there's like issues going on and it's related to the YouTube world or YouTube drama, and they're telling you about it, your partner isn't gonna care about it. They're gonna be like, "Oh, okay,"
Right.
you
My
know?
husband laid right on side of me listening to me talk to men. They call me on the phone and we're just talking. And it's wide open. I'm not hidden, like peek, sneaking or anything.
Right.
And he realized we talking about YouTube and his ass go to sleep. you know, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's literally, you know, literally exactly how it was. And with with the photo situation, and this is the thing, like people then basically made their own narrative to say that like I kept the photos, I didn't keep the photos, and I didn't share the photos, and Bomb has just told you I didn't share the photos. You know, it was literally unsolicited. It literally this. I've made a lot of progress losing weight. I took your advice. It has really worked. Do you want to see how much weight I've lost? Sure, why not?
Yeah, that's for you, but I'm
Ping.
gonna be
You know what
honest
I'm
though.
saying? Ping. I get the message. It was two photo. It was literally two photos, and I was like, oh, right. And I was like, and I didn't say anything. I didn't even acknowledge the nudity in the photos. I didn't acknowledge it. I saw the photos, and I was like, yeah, you've lost weight, and then I deleted. I can't have those kind of photos in my phone.
But that hurt her. Let me tell you something. So, from a woman's perspective, I'm gonna give it to you real, okay? Because that's what I'm here for. Um, so when I send a man a picture, so we got. I know who. I don't know her, but I know how she moves. Right? She's moved just the same way I move. Right? All for 30 plus years, I've made money based on my looks, even being a big girl. Right? For the big girl lovers, and I her sharing that photo with you unsolicited, that was her way of saying, okay, I want him to see what I look like. I'm gonna share something. Now you can think that, I mean, do your boys, when you tell your boys how to do burpees and shit, do he send you, hey bro, you want to see how I lost weight? Do he send you a photo? So why would a woman do it if y'all not clicking like that?
Mm.
So on her end, it was that's why she became so emotional when you asked her that question. Everybody saw it. So you may not, on your end, you may say, okay, look, we were just cool. But we saw her emotions when you was rocking with her on that panel that day.
And the thing for me as well is that obviously I never kept the photos, right?
Hmm.
And like, if say hypothetically, let's say this particular stream, she was like, well, since Angels now spoke, and I spoke on it, and there's only like 30 people watching. Like, since Angels spoke on it, let me address it. It would, she would be like, that she would do the same thing that she did on your stream, which was like, no, he's lying. I didn't send him any nude photos. These are the photos I sent him. And then, the photos and workout gear.
Hmm.
That's what happened on your stream. So if anybody is like, blah, 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 that is exactly what happened or would happen because it already happened,
Hmm.
right? And I didn't come out of nowhere and say you sent me these photos. I didn't do that. And but I still think that I was wrong for saying what I said, because the way I said it was when I said, "Hey, quick question. Have I ever sent you naked photos of myself?" I knew what I was doing when I said that. But I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought she was gonna be like, "Oh shit, no, of course." I thought she was gonna be like, "No, of course you haven't." Anyway,
Right.
I gotta go, and she was just gonna shut up. But her response was, "No, and I've never sent you any."
Because she's arrogant. She was over there. Okay, so she sits high, even with the women. I'm shocked she has so many followers because she's arrogant even over them. It's almost like, even listen, I can go over there and listen to her speak when she's showing her beautiful family at the time, which you notice how that worked out for her, right? So I guess she's not even having good luck with white men because she got divorced from one. So that's another situation. But the thing is, she's over there and she feels like she has to be better than
Mm.
everybody, and she speaks that way. So you gave her that out. Like that was, I took it like you asked her a question, and everybody ears perked up, and then she just went for the kill. She killed herself, in my opinion. Cause
But
I would have been like, hell yeah, I sent you them pictures. What you think? I do that all the time.
but how the fuck did like people go like twist everything that happened to saying that I showed images on you? I didn't even show a single image on your stream. Like I never even did that, you know? And it's like some people like were just, I didn't even do that. And it's just that I'm mad, I'm angry because people are running with a bullshit lie,
Right.
a total BS lie. Like I don't even have the stream. If I had access to the stream, you know, or the recording, I would freaking play it and show everybody. And people know I don't care. And I said like you know, you have to kind of like have the watch the majority of the stream to see like I was humble, I was nice, but then I did turn. I got angry.
And even in your anger, you was still conservative, because over there, them
I
men
mean,
called
yeah, I
it.
wasn't calling her bitch or anything like
Yeah, you
that,
was
but
no, I think you was well put together. You
no, I was angry.
and you
I don't
let
like
us
being called a
help us
liar.
out. When you're smart, you don't have to really use those words, and you just know what to say. That's why the men don't like me right now, because I done twisted their. They claim I twist their words, even though I'm just saying what they said. I'm like, you said this right after they say it. I say, didn't you just say this? Oh no, you twisted my word. Okay, listen.
Yeah. But like I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to talk about her recent shit, which seems to have like reignited this thing. She's got some recent shit going that has happened and going on, and like I only just found out. I literally just found out that she got divorced from her husband, and this happened and that happened and this, that, and the third. Right? I'm not here to talk about that, and I'm just saying this for the people in the chat. I'm not there to talk about that. I'm not there. I'm not here to be messy or anything like that. I just wanted to clear my name, and you know, it clearing my name, I can only really clear my name in regards to the photos, and obviously I've cleared my name that I did not show any photos. I did not expose any photos. I wasn't even the one that fucking said the part that said, "Did you send me for naked?" I didn't even say that. Right?
Right.
I've obviously cleared my name on that. In regards to having an affair, you just basically have to take my word for it. I didn't have an affair with this 48-year-old woman that lives in California that I've never met ever in my life. You
So
know,
that emotional affair on your end, you're saying it didn't exist.
I don't I don't believe in an emotional affair. Like you eat like what is an emotional affair? If you have okay, it's either an affair or it's not an affair. There's no
Yeah.
bomb. If you and I are on the phone, right, and
Mm-hmm.
we're talking like, you know, emotionally, and we're
Mm-hmm.
talking in a true love manner. That's not emotional. That's real. That becomes real. That means all that's lacking is just that once we meet, something's gonna happen, right? So it's either an affair or it's not an affair. And
Wait a
it
minute.
what
No, it could be an affair, like you just said. We could be having that emotional connection, and then so when we meet, we just go. It's gonna get pop on and pop it,
but
bam, bam.
it wasn't even like that. Like
For you, maybe, but
it
for her,
wasn't like that.
so
Like
she did.
y'all ain't never heard me crying like over
No,
some shit like this. Y'all ain't
but
ever
her,
heard
we
me
heard her
talking
cry
about this
over.
shit.
We heard her cry over you. She
But
went over there.
honestly for me, I honestly believe this is where I see it. I believe because I know what our friendship was like when we were friends. Our
Mhm.
friendship, we were tight. Like
Why she sent
we
you
were
them naked
close.
pictures?
We would talk. We wouldn't
Wh-
necessarily talk every day, but we
Why
would.
she sent you them naked pictures to?
You know, that's a different topic.
See? That's
That's
what
a
I'm saying.
different topic.
I'm gonna let you get away with it, but
That
so
no,
much.
what I'm saying,
She
no,
sent you
that
naked
no, no.
pictures for a
Listen,
reason.
I can answer that question objectively, and I'll
Okay.
answer it.
Uh-huh.
We were close. We didn't talk every day, but when we did talk, you know, this is what I felt. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
I felt
Don't.
that she was missing that black connection
Oh, you
because
gonna give it that black D? I'm
no, that
sorry.
black connection, that soulful connection. Because honestly, from what I when we would talk, she would talk about music that she likes, and I would bring up. And remember, she's older than me, so and I would bring up music, and she would be like, her husband didn't know anything about that, or he doesn't know that song, or he doesn't know that movie. Like, so it was kind of like I was that, that old school reminiscent of like, I was just giving her like that
You
soulful
were giving her
connection.
that soul food.
No, just
Yeah.
that's no, cause get out of here. That
You
soulful connect. No, it was just a soulful connection. Like you have to remember, she is a black woman, and she's in a
mhm.
relationship with she was married to a white man
But she
that could
acting like
not
she loved
relate.
it though.
Was she what?
She was acting like she loved it. It's the best. She's in the best world right now. She
Yeah,
over there with the
no,
white guy.
but the thing was,
She was craving the black dude.
she wasn't like she didn't I believe she didn't necessarily have a total connection with him, and she was missing certain connections. So when she would talk to me, it was like, it's kind of like,
It was
imagine,
like,
you
hello.
being a black person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're from the South, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're from the South, and you're from Louisiana, right?
Right.
So you're from Louisiana, and let's say you moved to Germany, and you were
Mm-hmm.
around a whole bunch of German people, and you've been around German people for like 5 years. So you miss the South. And then you find a friend that's from the South.
Right.
You're not attracted to him, you don't want nothing to do with him, but all of us,
It connect.
but all of a sudden you're gonna be like, damn, I miss these kind of conversations. Damn, that's what I meant. Like we were able to talk about stuff that her husband didn't even know about. We were able to talk about stuff her husband didn't remember, didn't have an experience of because he's not black. And that's
Uh-huh.
what I felt at the time. I felt that was why, we could have certain conversations about certain things. Now, in
Mm-hmm.
regards to the photos, I said objectively, I'm not a fucking idiot. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I
I
do
know
have
you're not.
I do have degrees, right? And like I do understand. Listen,
Mm.
my
Now this.
brand is called IKYG. I know your game. I know what happened when she sent me the image. She was basically okay.
Mm.
You have an older woman.
Mm-hmm.
You have an older woman, and she just wants to know whether she still got it or not, right? I don't think that it was a case of saying, you know, I want to have sex with you and I don't think that at all. I think it was throw it out there, and she wanted to know whether I was going to react and be like, God damn, and you still got it, because everyone likes to still feel sexy. And
But listen, we
considering
all
you,
like to feel sexy.
right, exactly.
She
And
could have
considering,
turned.
and
She got a large following. She could have put a picture out on
well,
Instagram, Facebook.
not that picture.
Yeah, well,
Okay, not that picture.
well,
And
that's
so,
because.
and
Woo,
so when, and you have to also understand the things that I said I won't talk about is that her husband and her were not, they weren't on those terms
yeah,
at that point in time. So getting that attention from me, you know,
uh-huh.
if it was gonna be like that, right?
Oh, so it was emotion. So it really, you had that emotional connection with her. That if you was
So
telling us right
unfair.
now, you was giving us something her husband wouldn't or couldn't give her right there. That's that emotional affair.
You could
Now,
play you could play a video of mine right now, right? A random
Mhm.
video, and I could be giving you something your husband's not giving you. That doesn't mean that that's my fault.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. It's not about fault, baby. I'm not even saying it's on your end. I'm saying it's on her end. And she, listen, as an older woman, you're right. It's nice for, somebody give you a compliment. But, you know, but you can't, I'm different. I'm different because, yeah. But anyway, I'm just saying, she shared that photo with you for a reason. She could have shared you all athletic photo with the things she showed
No,
us. She
what you're saying is not wrong, because
could-
I was expecting a photo, you know, in like gym gear or lingerie or
Mhm.
something. I don't know, right?
Mhm.
I was, but you know, one was from the front and one was from the, you know, it was two photos, one from the front, one from the back, and I wasn't expecting that photo. I'm very like, I'm very poker faced. Like, so when I got it, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, yeah, you have lost a lot of weight. But of course, I took notice of what I saw and what I was looking at, right? I'm a man, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, I could say more,
That's why you came
but I
out the
didn't. But I
rescue
didn't.
like Superman and shit on my panel. You was like, let me go save her. I saw her naked.
No, no, it wasn't. It wasn't like me and her were not even. We weren't even on speaking terms at that point at all. Like, I don't think we had even spoken for about a year since then. What it was is that I was like, "Why are you here? I
Right.
know these people don't like you." You know.
Yeah. I didn't know her, so I was open to listening to her. Um, I like listening, getting the vibe of people and figuring it out instead of listening to what other people say. So I was trying to be fair, but she was real cocky with it. And she just got spun. And it happens to be you that wrung her out, really. Because, she was getting swung all over the place when you came up
Yeah.
to protect her. But it was you who actually rang out. You was like, it's just weird how it happened. But no. For you men, men are different than women, right? I make that clear. We think differently. Emotional affairs is more powerful than the real deal in most cases.
Mm.
We could get hurt a little more because when we meet somebody and we know them, there's that thing in our mind where we know we could get hurt. You could tell if he's lying or not. But emotionally, we like that. We feel like we're secure and we're safe. And then that's when the crush comes.
But I
Bam.
never had an affair with this woman. I never had no damn affair with this woman. What the like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody got their dick sucked over here.
What?
Nobody had sex
How
over
about
here.
you? Y'all had any
No,
phone
I
sex?
ain't have no, we had what?
Phone sex.
No. No. Like, no. What the fuck? Like, no. And then the worst part, and I didn't even show no pictures, no images on your stream, and yet you've got fucking idiots on YouTube and on and on gossip forums talking about he exposed photos or Mr. I love black women, defend black women, protect black women, got sent naked photos and he exposed. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
What are
you
you
did do
talking
that.
about? I didn't show nothing.
You know, you remember that conversation? She's the one who pushed. I was in motels alone a lot, and Angel and I would speak. She put that image in people's head, in a
What?
sense, you
When
know,
was
right?
that? What? Say that again.
She said that she was in a hotel by herself, and you and her would talk, and that is what really put it in people's minds. That wait a minute, what? Why? First of all, you married, so why you in a motel or hotel, whatever, by yourself? And why you not on the phone with your husband? Why you on the phone with? That's what she said. Like she was literally giving little bits and pieces.
I don't even remember that part, but no,
Did
no,
it happen?
I don't remember that part. But
Did it happen though? Didn't was she in a hotel at any point while y'all was having
she was
sex?
doing
'Cause it
at one point she was supposed to be doing some travel around the world thing. I think she went to Canada and
said,
somewhere else to film. She's supposed to film like different people in different relationships and stuff like that. She might have called me. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I wouldn't know if she was in a hotel or not.
Oh
Like
yeah,
my
yeah.
memory's trash. Like I don't know shit like that.
But
Like you,
she was
yeah.
hinting that y'all, when she kept trying to make it seem like y'all was closer, it was really her that making it seem like y'all was much close. And you was like, nah, you know, we were cool. You said we were friends. But when she mentioned hotel by herself and y'all would talk, that's the imagery. That's right there. That's why people start throwing that affair thing.
But
She did that.
the thing is like for me, it's like what why don't people believe in like platonic friendships or platonic relationships? I don't understand.
You want me to tell you because you know I'm a little older, right? I'm a little older. I'm a little older than her. I didn't know she was that old. But
Bomb, I used to be a fucking whore. Like I don't need you to tell me like I know like bomb, like
so,
I know like
so you know why there can't be platonic relationships. My best friend is a guy.
no, but the thing is like, all right,
But
when you don't you said your best friend is a guy, right? Okay,
uh-huh.
your best friend is a guy. Now, sometimes neither of you want that, right? And sometimes one of you doesn't want it, so that's why it doesn't happen.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Because out of respect
The
for
way
our
I honestly the way I saw the situation was that all was not good at home, right? And that wasn't how I saw it, but that's how I came to know. All was not good at home, right? Now on my side, I loved Brazil with all of my heart, but Brazil and my relationship was not working out. However, I was holding on to it, and I kept trying to make it work, and I kept trying to make it work, until last year. Last year is when I said the effort, right? But and so mine and Christelyn's friendship and conversations for me, I knew what was going on her side, but I didn't think that meant that she wanted to be with me or she wanted to sleep with me or that she was into me. I just felt that she was lonely and I felt that she was disconnected from some things. And I also felt that she was dealing with a lot of stress and a lot of depression because people were literally putting this woman's address out, her phone number out, threatening her children, her husband. And I think something also happened with her older daughter. I don't want to get into that, but her older daughter got exposed doing some stuff, some adult stuff, and it ended up going on all of the forums and platforms. So she was like getting it from all angles. And so of course you just kind of like, she needed
she
she
needed her
needed friends.
husband.
She needed friends. Like, and of course I wasn't the only person that she was being friends with. There was women that I knew that I know that she was talking to at the time, as well as other men that she was talking to at the time. And at no point, I mean, other than the photo thing, even with the photo, I don't think that like she wanted an affair with me by sending the photo. Honestly, I think that the photo was just simply, to be like, hey, I'm still hot, in case you didn't know. And I think that that's all it was. It was in the same way that like somebody posts, a thirst trap on Instagram. It doesn't mean they want to have sex with their followers.
Right. I'm a thirst trap myself. You know that.
Right.
And
So if you post a thirst trap,
mhm.
sometimes you just want acknowledgement that yeah, people still think you look good.
No, I see. I get turned on by being an exhibitionist, so I do what I do, and then I go upstairs to my husband. I just allow people to watch me. But see, that's a different and so for women, because I understand your point of view from a man's point of view. A woman's point of view, we have a different point of view. She sent you those photos. She's a married woman, right? Like even I don't send out private naked photos unless he pay me. Like he give me some money. Like if I'm selling the photos, that's one thing. But you're not gonna find nobody who gonna say that I've sent them a photo like that privately because I don't have no connections with men like that. I'm married. So, like you said, the thirst trap, that's not a relationship.
Yeah.
That's me just being out there. Whoever come, they see,
Mm.
boom. I don't really even talk to the men. When they're in the chat, I might say hi to them. I don't know them
But
people.
it's like Dimples said in the chat. She said the photo was gonna be an ego boost. That's what I think it was. It was just an ego boost. It wasn't whatever. And you have to understand that in this situation at the moment, I'm a casualty because people don't like her. They really don't like her. This recent situation has happened with her new boyfriend, and they've
Mhm.
just found out that her that she divorced her husband and this, that, whatever. So they're kind of just going with the whole like, oh, she was having an affair with Angel and she sent him this and did that, and whatever. And I'm like, bruh, I ain't got nothing to do with this shit. I ain't having an affair with nobody. You can't have a one-sided freaking affair. Like that doesn't exist. Do you know what I
That's
mean? That doesn't exist. A one-sided affair is called a crush, right? And I'm not
mhm.
saying she had a crush on me. I'm just saying there was no fucking affair, and I didn't send anybody any photos, and I also, didn't
Can I
show
get a
any
photo?
photos on your stream, which is what ended up getting said. And this is
Mhm.
where I'm kind of sitting here like, yo, bro, if you don't like this woman, don't like her. Be all uppity about her, like dislike her, do all this shit, but leave me the F out of it.
Listen,
Because there's a lot of people lying right now saying that, yeah, we saw the photos. What photos did you get out of here? Because
yeah, they lie. They are not. But I just have a question. Since you mentioned somebody said that you sent out a pic, and I like to know, can you email me that pic too? Because I would like to see
there's no pic. What are you
it.
talking about?
I'm joking.
No, so what you're talking about is the Paris Milan BS, right? So
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
did I did a stream, and in my stream I basically said that, if I remember correctly, I don't rock with these YouTubers. And I mentioned some names. I said I don't rock with these YouTubers, not your Chrissies, your O'Shea Duke Jacksons, your Paris Milan's, your Phil from the Advice Show. I mentioned these names, and
Mhm.
I was just ranting, and I just said it. And the reason I said I don't rock with these, I said because all they do is talk about trending topics and gossips. That's all they do. And I said a lot of these people are gossip queens, right? And I said that. And
Mhm.
so Chrissie didn't make a video. O'Shea didn't make a video. Phil from the Advice Show didn't make a video. And whoever else I mentioned didn't make a video. However, Paris Milan took it very personally and decided to do a live stream. And on the live stream, she's basically like cussing me out, and she's showing photos of me that she's found on Google and showing like my girlfriend at the time and saying, oh, he's using black women. And he's using his dark skinned girlfriend that he's cheating on. And I know he's
Hey,
cheating on because he's out here sending dick pics to YouTubers. And like somebody hit me up. They hit me up and told me what was going on, right? Now I
mhm.
don't know if Paris's BS about this was in relation to the Christelyn thing or whatever, or it was somebody else. So when I found out about it, it's like, I get the link and I call her. So she answered the phone live, and I basically say like, the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, what are you talking about? So first she starts talking about how I made a video about her. Now I didn't even make a video. And I was like, I said to her, what video were you talking about? I didn't even remember I mentioned her name. Now, she played the footage. This is the funny part. I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't do a live stream about you. I ain't mention your name because I totally forgot. That's how irrelevant she was to me. So she was like, you lying, nigga, you lying. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. So she played it, and she plays the part where I mentioned her name, literally with what I said to you guys. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess I did say it then. It was like that funny. I'm like, oh, I guess I did. Because I didn't remember. And then I was like, okay, well, this is why I said it. I said, but I was like, but that's how I feel. I said, if that's what I said, then that's how I feel. And then she was like, and you sent in, I said, what are you talking about? You're lying. She goes, no, I'm not. I said, yeah, you are. And then she was basically saying that she had spent the whole stream acting like she had seen it. And so I said, have you seen this pic? I said, show it. She goes, well, I haven't seen it. I go, but you said you've seen it. She said, no, you sent it to another YouTuber but I can show it. And I was like, but you said you haven't seen it. And so I was like, show it. I said, show it. She goes, I'm not going to show it because if I show it, I'm going to get my channel to. I was like, listen, the internet is large. You can show it anywhere. You don't have to show it on YouTube. There's many places on the internet you could show this damn picture, right? And she had said that my face was in the photo. And I was like, oh, okay, that's perfect. If my face is in the photo, that's perfect. Then we don't have to question whether it is or it isn't. Show the picture. She didn't show the picture. So I'm a clown. So I start saying, is it long? Is it pretty? Does it curve to the left? Does it curve to the right? Because that's how I am. I'm gonna act up. And at one point I said, it's pretty, ain't it? And she went, I haven't seen it. I said, so you haven't seen it? So I said, show it. So I told people, I said, like, at the end of the day, you're going to see it or you're not going to see it. And if you don't see it, that means it don't exist. Because if you're talking about a photo that you yourself have not even seen, and even if a YouTuber genuinely did tell you, oh, he sent me a photo and he's cheating on his girlfriend, whatever, right? If you're taking a big risk, because what if that person lied and they were just talking shit, and now you're getting into defamation of character lawsuits, right? It has been 2 years, and this alleged photo, elusive photo, has never been seen by a soul. Mom, and I know, and everybody else knows, if this picture existed, somebody would have seen it by now, right? Somebody would have seen it, right? Remember, she said my face was in the picture, and I was like, what are you talking about? So that shit pissed me off. And I think what happened with that is people conflated your stream and her stream. They mixed the two together. They mixed Paris's lie with, Christelyn showing pictures of herself working out and saying, I never sent you any pictures. And so they've gone like, yeah, they're having an affair. He sent her this picture. She sent him that picture. That didn't happen. We didn't have an affair. Listen, I never sent her any goddamn photos. I don't take photos. The only and what I mean by I don't take photos is the only photos if I show you a photo, it's been on my social media.
Right.
It's been on my social media.
That's what I was saying earlier. If I share a photo, it goes out to everybody, but not privately.
I don't even like taking photos, but I said, and people know this. I said that and I told him, I said, listen, if you get this photo that has my face in it, I will give you $1 million. I ain't even got $1 million. I'll give you $1 million, because this is how confident I am. It doesn't exist. I know who I send photos to, who I haven't sent photos to, what photos I take, what photos. And I have never sent, what the fuck? It's just bullshit. That was just bullshit to me. And,
right.
I had so many people hit me up, whether jokes or not, and say, hey, I heard about this dick pic. Can I see it? Can I see it? And I was like, there ain't no goddamn dick. What's wrong with, there's none. It doesn't exist.
I'm gonna
Do
speak
you
for
know
most
how
of
many
them.
men? Do you know how many men made videos talking about it? It was
Yeah.
the gayest shit. Some dude did a fucking 2-hour live stream talking about it. I was like,
Mm.
bro, you literally got my dick in your mouth.
Yes, literally.
Literally, you're talking
I
about
mean,
my dick, and then like people like this, that. Oh, and like I said, it ain't even about me.
mhm.
They don't like her, right? More,
Yeah.
they don't like her more than they don't like me. And
Some of the
so,
men don't like you because they say you speak up or cap. The word is cap these days. I cap for black women.
nah, they say pander.
Oh,
They
pander.
say
Okay.
I pander. They basically say, according to them, black women are in the wrong, and I pander to black women and say that they can't do any wrong because I'm trying to make money and get rich or get pussy and blah 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 blah. Right? But the funny thing is, I call out black women when they do wrong.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not black women's father, so I ain't got no business telling black women, hey, you should behave. That's not my job, right?
Right.
I speak on both sides, but people only pay attention to what they want to pay attention to,
Exactly.
right? They only pay attention to what they want to pay attention to. So this is
Well, I speak for 95.5% of the women. If there is a dick pic out there, we all would like it. Okay? We all want to see.
you wouldn't want to see it. Trust me, hideous.
Oh,
No,
oh,
but it's yeah. This is just the fact, and like I said, the fact that I had to do this stream was literally because it was based around I don't like you can say what you want about me, right?
mhm.
Talk about the fact that I used to sell drugs. Talk about the fact that I used to be a stick up kid, right? Talk about the fact that I used to be an asshole to women when I was younger. Talk about that because these things are true. Talk about the fact that sometimes I'm a prick now. Talk about that I'm homophobic or transphobic. Talk about that shit. Go ahead, right? But what you're not gonna do now, and you can assume, oh, I think they're having an affair. You're entitled to do that. Like literally, you're entitled. You can think I'm having sex with Bria Miles if you want. It ain't gonna make it true, but if you want to think it, think it. However, what you're not gonna do is say that I showed that a woman sent me naked photos and I showed those naked photos on a live stream on a public platform like YouTube. It doesn't even sound right. What
Right.
does it sound right? Showing naked photos on YouTube. You be every channel done, gone. That's what would happen, right?
Just
And it
one more
wasn't
check.
my live stream. It literally was not even my live stream, right? And
Right.
so, that was like that is the part that's irritated me. The fact that people were saying that because there are people that don't use common sense and will just believe it. And that's what started happening. And then after that stream with the woman, the woman that I played, I didn't say her name, but you know who she was because you had to
Right.
remind me of her name today. I said, what was her
Yeah.
name? That stream she did was on a Saturday. It was about two weeks ago. And I noticed that Saturday I had lost 8 patrons. 8 in one. Now I lose patrons all the time, but 8 in one go. We don't have many patrons, so I would note 8 in one go, and I was like, damn, I wonder if that's because of this thing that somebody else has sent me, which was that stream. So you
Mhm.
can't start saying these things about me because it's a lie. And then the fact that one of the sisters hit me up and said the reason I've left Patreon is because, hey, you know what? I heard you were having an affair with this married black woman, and I heard that you exposed her naked photos and blah 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 blah. That upset me. It
Yeah.
wasn't the fact that she left, but that was why that she left. So that's why I decided to do this for the people that are here. You can judge me, but don't judge me on a lie. Judge me on the parts that I actually did. Judge me on the things that I was involved with. You might think that my friendship with this woman was inappropriate. You might think that it should, that I should have been more in control of the friendship. You might think whatever, right? However, at least judge me on the facts and not the rumors and the lies. And that's why I did this stream today. And that's why I actually, Bomb will tell you, I hit her up. I've never sent Bomb a message on Instagram. If I hit her up, I was like, hey, Bomb, can I talk to you? Can I quickly call you? She gave me a phone number and I said, listen, it was your stream. Can I invite you on? Because I don't necessarily have the receipts. So I need a witness.
Right. No, I agree. And I just want to say the reason we don't have the receipts really is because you asked me to get rid of it, and out of respect for you, because I've never seen you do nothing real foul,
No.
especially to black women. We all got our little faults, every single one of us. But there's a level of respect I have for you. And you a younger man. I don't usually give younger men respect like that. I give them a little respect just
Mm.
by them being human, but you get a different level because I watch you move for a while.
And the only reason I asked you to take it down is because, well, you know why I asked you. You saw all of the emotional stuff that was going on, the
Yeah.
crying, the
Hmm.
screaming, the shouting. Every when she started, what I deemed as embarrassing. When she starts to like grasp at straws by showing her photos to people, right?
Right.
That's why, because I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna be, this ain't
Good
gonna
for
be
her.
good for her. So, and
Right.
I'm not trying to like shut people's money down or fuck with people and stuff like that. And although I was angry when she was calling me a liar, and I said, you know what, you better stop calling me a liar because I end careers. Like I will end careers, and I still haven't said what I know. Do you know what
You
I
do.
mean? To this day, I still haven't said what I know. And
Right.
even after, now she's had the divorce, I still haven't said the things that was told to
Gotcha.
me in confidence, you
Right.
know? Like and I'm not gonna lie, like, like the person said in that thread, they said that, you know, Angel is the one that can actually put this to sleep, and I'll believe him, and I appreciated that. But, you know, at the end of the day, I just yeah.
Yeah. I thought this was over with. You know what
I
I mean?
Yeah, I just want to get back to the education. I want to get back to, the truth. I want to get back to history. I want to get back to learning. That's what I'm about. I didn't like all the BS. You know, I, like I said, I repeat it again. You call me what you want as long as it's the truth, right? Accuse me of what you want as long as it's the truth, right? But yeah.
I understand.
I'm gonna
Yeah, but
ask again, Bomb. When I was on your stream, the stream that everyone's talking about,
mhm.
did I show any photos, any type of photos on your stream?
Zero photos, no photos, and you never mentioned anybody else's photos until they started pulling up their own photos.
What that I'm saying, you know. And you know what? I could make this live stream public, but I'm not going to. I could put this stream on YouTube if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Because honestly, I don't care about people's opinions. But I wanted to address this with what I deem as the IKYG fam. Because the people
Put
that are
it on
here,
your Patreon and make some money off it.
no,
Like
this
that.
this is Patreon. They're on, like, even though you're on my website right now.
Mhm.
So this is on my website, but the password to this is they have to get it via Patreon. So the
Oh,
people that are on Patreon have the password, and I call them the IKYG fam because they're the ones that have supported, considering that my channel got taken down, and they came and followed me, and they've been here for a year now. We've been doing it this way for a year, and I felt that, like, because that woman who was a patron member for almost a year had left and gave me that reason, I
mhm.
felt that I owed this as an explanation to the people that are on here, to let them know, just in case they were ever curious. I don't care about anybody else, but at least now the people that are here and the people that watch this, if you hear the rumor or you hear the BS or see the BS, you can at least know, you know,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. So I'm here to verify, vouch, and to just say that he did not do that. I wouldn't have even allowed it. You know what I mean? Especially the nudity. If it's not my nudes, then nobody gonna get
But you couldn't even you
that on
couldn't
my
even
skin.
you couldn't even
Now,
post your own nudes on
I know
YouTube.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
You couldn't
I'm
you couldn't
joking.
even do that. Like, it's
Right?
freaking YouTube.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Yeah. No,
um
you didn't do it. You didn't even. And it's not your fault. Don't think you don't own anything about what happened. You can't control other people. You said something. And all you did was ask a question, and it was about yourself.
It was only, I obviously read the whole situation raw. It was to shut her up, to totally shut her up because she was just doing the most. And then like, it just went like, I was like, what? And I remember the reaction people went, well, oh?
Right.
Because they were like, that's not what he asked, but okay.
Right.
Right?
They got crazy, man. We were like, what? And we started listening closer, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm
she did
gonna
that.
I'm gonna throw out the link to others because others may want to jump on, and so we don't have to talk about this anymore. If you don't have to, you can talk to Bomb and ask Bomb more about her BBW life. Apparently, you know, you don't have, because I'm really, this isn't the type of shit that we talk about on here. This is just nonsense to me. You know, honestly, it is. It's nonsense to me.
Well, when
And
you have to do something to keep your fan, let the women know where you stand. That you didn't, because I understand your point of view. If women think that they trust you, right? Because women
yeah.
trust you. I trust you. Come on now. And if we found out that somebody sent you some photos and you exposed them, that would look a little.
Do you know what happened once, Bomb? Once I was on YouTube. I was doing a live stream, and they're gonna laugh now when I say this. I was doing a live stream when we were talking about fetishes, and we were talking about things that, people like. Some guys like big butts, some guys like boobs. And I said to and there was a woman saying that, no guys like her because they don't like. She's like, oh, no guys like saggy boobs and blah blah blah. And I said, you'd be surprised. I said, like, listen, there's a fetish for everything. I said, there's a guy out there that and multiple guys, because I know, that like breasts that sag. I actually know a guy that likes breasts that sag. That's his thing. And so I said, for me, I like women with long nipples. And, and I said that, and people were like, what? Long nipples? What do you mean? And I was like, yeah, long, like the teats on a goddamn, baby bottle.
Right.
And a woman out of nowhere said, Angel, check your DMs on Instagram. So I went to my DMs, and she literally sent me a picture of her breasts and asked, do you mean like this? Now, I didn't mean like that. Hers were a little bit small, however, they were a little bit short. However, and then I turned around and I said, okay, to the person that sent me this, I was like, you really shouldn't send me like photos like this. I actually said it. I literally said it. I said, you shouldn't send me this. Now, I didn't show anybody these photos. I didn't even expose the person that said it. I didn't say, oh, this person's name did it. I just said, seriously, don't do that, right? And it, it's not.
So
and I said it's not necessary.
If I want to see a picture of my nipples right now, you're saying don't send them to you?
No, you shouldn't send them to me. I can't stop people sending it. If somebody wants to send me stuff, they're gonna send me stuff, right? I'm not gay. I like titties, I like ass, I like thighs, hips, all that. I don't mind. But don't feel the need to send me these things, right? Do you know what I'm saying? And so my point for telling you that story is that I didn't even say, oh, let's say hypothetically, the person's name was, 789X, right? I didn't go, 789X just sent me a picture of her boobs, her nipples. Yeah. I didn't even say what she sent me. I said, yo, by the way, the person that sent me that picture in the DMs just now, I didn't even tell people they sent me a naked picture of their breasts. I said, that person that just sent me that DM right now, you really don't need to send me pictures like that, all right? That's exactly what I said. The people in the chat didn't even know what kind of photo the person sent me. Literally didn't even know. So I'm not that kind of person at all. And I'm also not a fucking idiot. Do we not know that revenge porn is a thing? Like, it's a crime. Revenge porn is a crime. If hypothetically, somebody posts nudes anywhere, they can go to jail for that, right? It's a thing. Why don't people realize it's a thing? revenge porn is a criminal offense in every state.
Mm.
You know.
So we have somebody up here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You had a question, a comment, suggestion? You sharing dick pics? What's going on, baby?
He's a child bomb. You can't talk to him like that. He's
Oh,
he's under 18.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
No,
apologize.
you didn't know. It's all right. All right. I put the link out there. If you guys want to jump on, feel free to jump on. If not, then I'm gonna done and take my ass to sleep, because sleep is necessary for growth. And I've been in the gym for most of my painful week. How are people doing, by the way? There's lots of flooding going on. Jesus Christ. Rain like crazy.
Delaware, Philadelphia. Where you at, Angel? I forgot. I thought you was in New York at one point.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, flooding like crazy. Basement apartments are fucked. Like, if you got a basement apartment, you're screwed. You know? Mm-hmm. How am I? Fine. You got to jump on, fine, and ask me that. I'll answer it when you jump on. Anyway, I got an email today from the account manager for like the streaming facility that we use to stream privately onto the website, because I told you guys that they want freaking money. They want more money. He sent me a thing, and I didn't realize, but he sent me like a monthly, the bandwidth, and I was just like, I don't understand what this is. Why is this a problem? And he just sent me a whole bunch of stuff. And apparently, like, you have to stay under 3,000 gigabytes per month. And we've been going like to 4,900, 4,600 gigabytes per month. I don't know if it's because the length of time we're streaming or the amount of people that are watching, or I don't even know. I have to stay under 3,000 gigabytes per month. And we've been going like, why do I sound so gay in your background, Justy?
Oh, sorry.
No, I heard myself. I sounded mad fruity.
Oh, yeah, you know why? Because when I asked to join, I'm on one tab and another tab comes up, says you were still on the tab.
But that doesn't explain why I sounded gay.
Oh, gay.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said why did I sound so gay? I sounded mad like fruity. It sounded like I said, yeah, so basically I
don't know about that. Can I just say, Von, thank you. I have loved this live. Every last word you said was pure facts. Thank you. I loved it.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. How you doing?
I'm okay.
I love your accent.
Thank you. I'm in London and it's 2 to 3 in the morning, so I'm going to go in a bit. But I just wanted to ask. Sorry. I just wanted to ask. Seriously, Angel, you seriously telling me you didn't know what this chick was on? You seriously telling me that you're a proper Aquarian? That's stupid. Because Aquarians are stupid people. We don't get it. So are you really telling me?
Did you wait? Where? I'm confused. We were friends.
Yes, but
we weren't. But the thing is, we weren't even like communicating for like a year when this stream happened.
All right, let me ask you one final question. Do you usually get nudes from random friends?
When you say friends, or you mean like on social media? Like people I genuinely know? On social media, yeah, like people send me, like, I say people because it's not just women. Like I've had news that have been sent to me from like, I've had nudes sent to me from women, I've had nudes sent to me from men, and I've also had nudes sent to me from trannies. Like, Jesus Christ. All messed up. Not the women thing. I don't mind so much, obviously,
Yeah,
but But
You seriously telling me this
my
woman's telling you
friends, no, my
personal
friends
information?
direct.
She's telling you personal information about her life, and two and two still made seven.
Nah, that don't work that way. Like if Justy, if you and I become friends, right? You tell your friends personal stuff.
Yes, but it's like like I said, Von was on point. Women and men don't think the same. So when a woman if a guy's talking to her and she's just thinking, oh, he's really attentive, he's really this, and I could talk to him about everything, and da-da-da-da. And all of a sudden now you start getting silly and you start thinking things that ain't happening, and you must have known.
Nah, it's not that. Like, look, when you have a friend, this is what you have to understand. Okay, sometimes when I'm friends with somebody, I don't have friends. I have family, right? When I call somebody my friend, and I become friends with somebody, becomes a level of trust and becomes a circle and a level of openness, right? So I could call my homie right now, right? And I could tell him some crazy shit that people be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't divulge that info. But I'm like, yo, that's my fam though. Like I will tell him that, right? And so her and I, when we were friends, we developed a friendship. And aside from her views and the way she talks about certain stuff, I would put that to the side and we would have conversations. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I love Brazil so much, but this happened, that happened. She doesn't want a baby. She doesn't want marriage. She doesn't want things like that. And she would give me advice. She would say, this is what I advise you. And then I would, and she would give me the same advice that pretty much everybody gave me when this situation was going on, right? And then she would tell me advice. She would say, look, like from a grown woman's perspective, somebody that is in a similar situation to you, this is why. So that's why she divulged certain things about her husband, because she was saying, look, save yourself. I know what you could be going through in the next 10 years if you stay in that relationship, right? So we built that friendship and we were close. The cracks in the friendship was where it was like, why do you say these things? Like, I want to rock with you and fuck with you as a friend all the way, but then you say some dumb shit like this, or you have a video like this, or you do this, or we'll have a conversation and you'll bring up this topic and then this will happen, right? And so no, I didn't see it as anything other than that. When the picture got sent to me, when she sent me the photo to show me that she had been losing weight, of course, I knew that it was an ego boost thing, because come on, it's not necessary to be sent, right? That wasn't necessary. That I'm not stupid. But at no point did I feel that, I knew that she was attracted to me because she had told people, she had stated on her website, oh, he's fine. He's this, whatever. So I knew that she thought I was good looking, but that goes out the window because now we're friends. Now we're actually friends. Now, people were really upset with us being friends because they were like, how can you be friends with her? Like, she's so against Black love and she's so against this. And that ended up being one of the reasons that we didn't continue our friendship. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me being stupid. You have to understand that Justy, you and I, let's say you and I end up having a friendship and having a true friendship. You and I don't know about how you are with other people. If we have a true friendship and trust gets built, we're going to talk about everything.
No, yeah, I get that. I understand exactly what you're saying. But to me, you just admitted it. You knew when she sent the pic. Let me give you an example, just a quick thing, and then I'm going off because it's a bit late. But a few months ago, I had to cut off a old work friend. And the reason why I had to cut him off was because he's a married man. We were just work friends. We became good friends, but at work. And then he started, there was an event, and so he got my number in that way. Then he started phoning me, and just platonic, nothing sexual, nothing like that. But I just felt a bit funny. I felt like, why is he calling me all the time? Why is he It's weird. And then one day I was having lunch with a friend, and I was telling, and she knew him, and I was telling her about him. Like, yeah, Andrew keeps on phoning me. That's a bit weird. While we're talking, he phones. So I pick up the phone and I say to him, "Oh, hi, Andrew. I'm with my friend at the moment. You know, Karen." And he's like, and he's put the phone down. Right there and then I knew.
But
For
that's
me
that's
to,
different. That's a completely different. Like y'all
in the sense of,
y'all weren't friends. Okay.
no, we weren't
He
friends, but he
right.
kept
You were
on phoning.
work colleagues. He was into you. He took your number to like try to get to know you, to holler at you. And it wasn't, y'all weren't close friends together. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
No, we weren't close. Like, we didn't tell each other personal, intimate secrets. He did try and say stuff about his wife, but I'm like, not really my business. Don't really need to know that. But all I'm saying is, listening to this live earlier on was so fascinating for me, because every word Von said was like, yeah, I was screaming at the laptop, tell him, make him know she fancies him, she wants
No,
him.
but that really wasn't what was up for the debate. Like my point throughout all of this, and the reason was I didn't send no damn photos, and I ain't show no damn photos on Bomb's live stream, right? Which is what the accusation was, and I didn't have no goddamn affair.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's
But for
sticking
me,
to
the
that
more,
story. You hear him, but he right. He didn't send no photos. But yeah, she had an emotional affair with him.
right.
He didn't have one with her.
Yes, exactly. And that was the reason why I brought up my thing. It was a different situation, but the point was the same, in the sense that you don't have those feelings. You just think they're a really nice person, they're friends, they're this, that, they ever. But what I heard Von say was, yes, for you it didn't mean anything more than a friendship, but for women,
Well,
they
honestly, I don't think that with her, honestly, I don't think it was how you guys think it was. I think what it
Take
was,
it from the women, baby.
listen to what I'm saying. I think that she
I don't believe
valued,
that.
I think she valued our friendship so much that
100%.
that's what I
she
think.
valued something,
No,
but
I
enough of
honestly,
friendship.
I think
like
she
that.
no, I don't think it was love feelings, like in terms of like lustful love, because I was there, like I know the conversations. I think that she valued my friendship so much that when I cut our friendship off, it hurt her, right? And I feel that she was very irritated because she felt she got abandoned by somebody because of Black people, the Black community, because and we weren't friends anymore. And then when I would check up on her, because you will check up on people, like if you're a good person, you'll check up on somebody. Just because you're no longer talking because you have a disconnect in your diametrically opposed beliefs, that's not going to stop you checking up on people, right? And the way that I am, like when you're gonna check up on that person and then you're just gonna be like, well, anyway, how's life? And then you start talking and somebody tells you some stuff and then you might ask advice, they might ask advice, your friendship kind of like fuels again. You might end up having an argument again because you're gonna talk about some similar stuff. You stop talking again. That's what it was. She valued the friendship. And like I say, I honestly believe that I offered her something from a male perspective that she did not have in her life.
And that is that emotional connection. That's what you're not getting.
Yeah, that's what he's not understanding.
So,
that was the
guys.
connection. That was
I
the
don't
connection.
think it was the connection. I don't think it was that type of
No,
connection.
exactly.
Though.
It wasn't.
Like y'all need to understand.
No. I'm saying maybe not for him, but
No,
for
I know what
her.
you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like, because I know women can go through that, but just because of as content creators and stuff like that, and because of her, what she was going through in her life, she was going through a lot. He might not have been emotionally like a sexual thing. He could have just been emotionally filling in a lot of different perspectives in her life. Not just like, oh, this is somebody I would want to sleep with or anything like that, but because she was going through stuff with her husband and then on her YouTube channel, and I think you said also with her daughter, she probably just needed someone. So she used him as all of those things. But I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that she might not have had feelings for you,
But I don't think
Explain the naked
100%
picture.
it wasn't. I think she was connected with him just because she felt so by herself. And also
Why
we
the
do need
naked
to.
photo? Explain
Mhm.
the naked photo. She sent him a
Yeah.
message.
What about the
Yeah.
No,
photograph?
but
See?
the photo thing.
See?
Even I said with the photo thing. Come on, I said it. Ego
Hey, let the
boost.
women talk this out, Angel. Let
Let me
Fan. Go
let
ahead.
me talk.
Just
Let me
because
talk.
no, but wait, just because you wouldn't do that, right? Just because you wouldn't
No, I
send that.
would do it. I would do it.
I might do it, but I'm going to be upfront and say,
Right.
you know,
I
Yeah,
if I
but
think
All
she
though.
right.
could
I
be
think
doing it just
If
to be like,
you're
yeah, I still got it though. Like,
right, that's
damn,
what I looked at
she
it
might be
as.
getting a divorce with her husband. She just wants to know, like, yo, somebody still finds me attractive. So when I get out there, people still think I look good. Like, I still can bag niggas if I wanted to. That was one. I won't say
Fan.
it again.
Wait,
But
Fan. Wait, Fan.
You got
See,
two
right
more.
now, how you dress, you sexy, right? Young, sexy,
part
beautiful.
time,
And
part time.
but she wasn't, and you if she would have sent the photo like that, been cool. Wide naked.
right, right.
it was a moment of weakness.
Couple of
Thank
moments,
you,
sounds
Olive. But
like.
maybe
It
she
was a
just felt
moment of
vulnerable.
weakness.
Maybe she
Yes,
felt vulnerable in that
I
moment and
think
in that moment.
I
trusting.
think
And she
like
knew that he wouldn't share it. She trusts Angel a lot because she knew that he wouldn't share it. Clearly, he has not shared it.
You
So
have.
she probably felt vulnerable enough. Ooh, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
No. 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 I know
no,
what you're
but
saying. I know what you're
no,
saying.
no. Listen. All right, look. Scrap that. Scrap all that. Clear your mind. Clear your minds of what you think you know, right? I want you to pay attention to this. At the time, I think she was 45 years old at the time, right? And I think I was like 31 or 32, right? And she sends me this photo. You have to understand. You have a woman here that had put on some bad weight. She started to lose the weight. Maybe she because I haven't told you the stuff that I feel I can't tell you because it's none of my business to tell. There was things going on privately, personally in her relationship with her husband, right? And so you have somebody that maybe doesn't feel, attractive or
Dude,
doesn't feel sexy or such and
wait a
such or
minute.
such and such.
Let us women go through this again. So,
But it's
Fan,
not.
you heard
But
what he just said, right, Fan? They friends, right? That is that connection. Friends. Do
Friends.
you send your friend your naked photo, Fan?
she's
Nah.
a model. She probably yeah she do.
Nope.
Yeah
Bam.
she
But
do.
no, I do not naked because guess what? My man deserves to have at least those two things down here and this. He has to have at least that. I
With
already show
with
a
with
lot
with the
of my
RBG flags though.
boom, boom, boom. Yes, that wasn't my business, but he did. But I'm saying like to my friends because I do have male friends. I'm not sending them
No,
pictures of
of
me
course not. Of course you're not. Do you
naked.
know do
That's
you know
just
what I'm saying? Of
disrespectful
course
to my
not.
partner.
But what
And
you're not, hey Kim, but of course not. You're not doing that. And I'm not saying that either of you would or people would. You have to everybody is different. And
that's what I was gonna say.
just because
Nah,
you
we
know
women.
no,
Come on,
no,
baby.
everyone is not
Listen, you
everyone is
talking
not the
to a
same.
man.
No,
Everyone is not
everyone is not the
there are
same. No
women,
one is not the
there
same.
are women that go on social media and
Like me.
take photos holding their nipples so that their nipples can't be seen. And
I did that last night.
just to get likes because they feel insecure. They feel
Well, I ain't do it
insecure.
for no
Do you
insecure.
know what
I
I'm
did
saying?
it because
No,
I
but some
wanted
people
to.
feel insecure and they want to know that they're attractive. And by
Mhm.
getting likes, they're
No.
seen as attractive. And you have to
You
also
taking it as
understand
being brother.
you have a woman that is essentially a public figure. She can't post this picture on social media because she'll get dragged. So the safe thing to do is to send it to me to be like, what do you think? And I'm just, it's like, yeah, you look good. You have a
And
public
it's a safe
there's
space.
nuances to this that you have to
Yeah.
understand that there aren't relevant or pertinent to the everyday person because they don't go through that. Like
Mhm.
for example, right? I can speak on this. Even as a man, I don't have to be a woman. I was in a relationship for over a decade, right? Where I did not feel like I was attractive because I did not feel that my woman loved me. I didn't feel that she wanted me, right? And I even went through stages when I would work out, take my shirt off, and post photos on Facebook, and get 1,000 likes, 6,000 likes. And I would do it regularly because it was my way of being told, yeah, you're still attractive, you still got it, you're still okay, right? And it got to the point that I then completely took my photos off of social media and stopped posting them. So even as a man, I can understand why people were doing that. I was literally, you know what was fucked up? I was talking about pro-black stuff. I was talking about dating and relationships, talking about consciousness, and then I'll post a photo of me coming out of the gym with no freaking shirt on or my hair down and it didn't resonate. It didn't make sense to certain people, and certain people would be like, I like his message. I read the comments, I like his message, but I just can't get with the thirst traps and the fruity pics and this, that, whatever. And it was like, I was doing it because I wasn't getting what I needed, my attention. I didn't want, and women would hit me up and holler at me, and I didn't want those women, and I didn't care for those women. And I feel like she was exactly the same way in that situation. It wasn't about wanting me. It wasn't about caring for me. It was maybe, yeah, it was acknowledgement. You don't know the ins and outs that she had going on in her relationship with her husband, right? That where she would have felt a certain way, but I do, and I can't share that with you. Do you know what I mean? And so, and even for me, like, my reasoning is different to her reasoning. The reason I felt that way is I was in a relationship with a woman that was asexual. She did not like sex. She did not get turned on by sex. Sex did not do it for her, so therefore, of course, when I want sex and she doesn't want sex, I'm going to feel like rejected, and I'm going to feel, oh, maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. And it took me like after a little while, because for those of you that know, I got rid of all the photos. Basically went down. Like in 2016, they all disappeared. Like I just said, nah, I'm not posting any more photos because I just stopped caring, and I didn't want people, and I felt like people were getting the wrong idea of me. My insecurity was taken away from my message. Like, how can people take you? It's like when we talk about Brother Polite or we talk about Young Pharaoh, how can we take your message seriously when you're talking about cash and money, when you're blinging, when you got all these baby mothers? For me, it was like, how could we take you seriously, Angel, when you're staring lovingly into the camera with no shirt on, squinting your eyes? Do you get what I mean? So I took that on board and was just like, no, this is not who I am. Do you know what I mean? So like I think Fawn said, Wallace said there was a moment of weakness on her part. There was also like the needing of acknowledgement and to be acknowledged that you're beautiful and this, that, and whatever. Plus what I said, she could not do this on her social media. She has a brand. She has a certain ideal that she has to portray and character she has to portray. There's certain photos that she couldn't even post. Was it necessary for it to be totally nude? Of course not. Of course it wasn't necessary to be naked in that way. However, you have to also understand, you have a woman that that had 4 children, right? Was not getting attention from her husband, and sent a photo to say, look, this is how much weight I've lost based on your advice and da-da-da-da-da.
Y'all hear this? Like, when are you going to stop capping? When you on it? Because it's ridiculous. You mentioned earlier that she was talking to other men as well.
No, and I don't think, and honestly, no, when I said that is I said that when people were saying that she doesn't like black men, but yet she speaks to Angel Ramirez-Jordan, I said, but what they didn't know is that she had a friendship with Minister Jap, and what people really didn't know is she had a friendship with David Carroll. And David Carroll, for you that don't know, is worse than Tommy Sotomayor. But he was obsessed with her, because I saw the messages she showed me. He was obsessed with her. He would talk shit about her. He would violate. He would talk shit about black women, and then he'd send her messages saying, it's just for blah, 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 right? And I was shocked that she was even like having conversations with some of these people, right? Jap, on the other hand, I wasn't completely shocked about, because even though Jap can be a douchebag, he can also be cool. You know what I mean? So like, that's why I said she was talking to other guys. Like as not
I
she
was
was.
there shocking. Both of those men deal with black women.
Angel,
Talk
you
about
hear
it.
me?
Hi Kim, how are you?
Okay, you know what? She
Look
a
at your
white
hair.
woman,
Look.
right?
No, she's black. What are you
She's
talking?
black. Okay, you know what? Why are we giving this woman so much energy? I really, we've been talking about her for over 2 hours.
It's not
Why are
about
we giving this woman
it's
so
not
much
about
energy?
it's not about that. It's because Kim, what ended up happening is through this rumor. The rumor is I was having
I
an
understand. I
affair.
heard all that.
Right, and then I published photos of her on
Right,
Bonds,
yeah, but
which
we
didn't
know you,
happen.
Angel. We can care less what people think about you. Other people think
But
about you because we
I
know the
care.
real
I
you.
care if people think that I'm, putting naked photos of women out there, which I didn't do.
That's defamation of character.
It is.
But the point of the matter is, people do dumb stuff like that to get their 5 minutes of fame or their little bit of ego or whatever. She's obviously an ego hog. Who cares? I'm just being an old person like I normally. I just say it like it is. I really, she just too much. I mean, write her off. I'm done. We know you ain't like that, Angel.
Yeah,
can I be honest?
Because if you were showing penis pics, I would have been the first one to get one. Okay.
No, I would have been in line too, girl.
No,
Let me
That's
tell
right.
Let me. So
Anyway, the way you have described it before, so I can vision it in my head. So
Oh wait,
we know you ain't like that.
I've
Angel.
never
You're a good guy.
described it.
What would you like to say, Wallace? What would you like to say, Wallace?
So what I want to say is I understand where you're coming from, Kim, but I also really understand where Angel's coming from because Angel is a man. And when you have, as a man, when you have certain things out about you like that, it is way worse than when it's out there about women and the stuff they do. Well, I feel like with men, with us, when it comes to certain things like, a nude picture being sent out there and Angel is supposedly the person that put this picture out there, people are going to start looking at him and start coming to conclusions about his character. He doesn't have the grace to defend himself because he's always the villain, especially him as a black man. So it's necessary for him to make sure that people understand that he's not doing this stuff. And not only is it, and like he said, like he cares, but it's deeper than that. It's making sure that people don't have a certain perception about him that could, potentially leak out to other aspects of his life.
I totally understand what Angel's saying. I totally understand where he's coming from. But the point of the matter is people going to believe what they want to believe. As long as people that truly know you, Angel, ones that matter, us, we know that you're not like that. We know you're a good guy.
I think that
we all know that. It's just that people going to do what they done. I've got nude pictures out there on Facebook, wherever they say, but I have never taken a nude picture and posted it. So I've been a lesbian for the past 10 years. So
you on the cloud, but I
you
feel
know what I'm saying? So, but the point of the matter, Angel, we know you're not like that. And we the ones that matter. Others don't matter. Or any other body don't matter.
I think also, we do matter, but I think we should, I drank too much wine, but we should respect the fact that it does bother him.
It does bother him. I'm quite sure it does.
Because to be honest, me personally, if it was me, I would be pissed the hell off.
But there's nothing you can do about it. That's the problem.
You could speak on it. You could speak.
He did. He spoke on it. We got his message loud and clear. We know that you are not the culprit.
He's not the culprit.
We know you're not the culprit. I would get on the stage. I mean, on the. Well, I ain't gonna put my hand on the Bible, but I would get up there and I would say yes.
But I think, as
not like
what Wallace said, I think it's different.
When it's a man,
I think it's different as a man, especially when he talks about black women, respecting black women, and people going on still having this conversation, talking shit about him. It defeats everything that he speaks about. It's like he looks like a hypocrite. So him defending himself, it's not even like defending, it's just clearing it out, just saying what it is.
Right.
I think it's valid for him to. You can't always pick Beyonce. You can't always be Beyonce and say nothing. It's not a big enough platform for people to be like, whatever, he's ignoring it. After a while, he's ignored it for so long and it's still coming back up.
2 years. I didn't say anything for 2 years.
What? Maybe you should just do a video, Angel, addressing that.
Here, I was just about to address that because I feel like if Angel did a video publicly, it would look like he's defending himself just to get the heat off him, and that would incriminate him.
Well, let me interview you.
But like what I'm saying, I
did it as a stream, right? I decided to do it as a stream,
Yeah.
and
And then if
put
you
it
give me her
put
address, I'll
put.
put a pellet gun in her ass. I ain't got time to be playing with no dumb woman.
No, but
I don't care what color she
the
is.
thing is this. The thing is this. She didn't do anything wrong. Like, she's not the one
Exactly.
that started the rumor. She's not the one that said he put
It's
this
the
picture
haters.
out there,
Yes,
right?
she is.
She
Come
didn't
on.
start the
Now you.
rumor. Come on now.
She's not starting a rumor
She
though.
didn't
It's
start the
other
rumor.
Yes,
people,
she
it's fans
is.
and
She's
stuff.
no, she pushing the shit. I told you, she on my panel. She pushed it. She mentioned you talking to her in the hotel by herself when she wasn't there with her dad, with her husband. Like, these are the
That was
she
No, but
before.
plays.
I'm talking
That was
about
2 years ago. He's
I'm
talking about.
talking about like no. Like, all of this was 2 years ago. Like, it was all on
Okay.
the same live stream. I'm talking about the photo situation. She was there, right? And she knows that I did not share my screen and that I did not share any photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when she even said, if you have, she said it, if you have photos, then show it. And I said, but I don't have any photos. Like, I said, I deleted all our messages.
Mhm.
There is some footage that I can find, right? However, the audio is very, very bad quality. And I'm happy to play it, but the audio is mad bad quality that you could barely hear. Do you know what I'm saying? But like, and what I wanted to find was like the full footage that has like, that shows I didn't show anything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
but I
it's
think a lot
just,
of people, there's a lot, you already showed proof where other people said, no, he didn't show anything. I've said you didn't show anything. There's other people who will admit, no, you didn't show anything. Like, she's the only person who showed anything. So,
but
you know what I
that's
mean?
why I'm
So,
saying she's not the one that started the rumor saying, oh, he published it. Cause I feel like this is what I feel happened. I feel that somebody went, no, you know what? She's been sending such and such nudes. And then another person was like, didn't he ask her though if he sent her nudes? And she was like, oh, they've been sending each other nudes. And then that's how the rumor's gone. And the rumor's been this, that, and the third, when that's not what happened on the stream anyway. And that's not what got said or what got shown. And now there's forums and threads. And do you know how many times I've hopped on like to talk to somebody, whether it's been on social media, and somebody has brought that up? And I've been like, why are you lying for? And people have literally said, no, why you lying? We were there. I was like, what? Get the fuck out of
this is the
here.
issue, though. This is the issue. You taking up for her, even when we're saying, okay, look, it's her fault. Let's get past it. But she see you getting attacked in other areas, and she not taking up for you. When you gonna stop? When you gonna take off that cape for her?
No,
She low
it's not.
budget.
It's
That
not a
girl low
cape.
budget.
It's not a cape.
Crying,
It's not
getting
a cape
money.
at all. Like, I'm literally just
Oh.
saying that part was not her who started the rumor. And honestly, I don't. At this precise moment, I really don't think that she has a cape on for anybody. She doesn't even have a cape on for herself. She ran away.
No, I'm saying, but she not gonna protect you, but you protecting her. And that's where the issue comes. That's where people gonna think that something really happened. Because even when you're defending yourself, and then somebody say, "Okay, yeah, we know you didn't do it. It put her," then you're like, "Oh no, it wasn't her fault neither." Like,
No.
it was really her fault though, right? Because she went on her channel, cried boo-hoo, came back, and then blamed you. I was there. Now, we're not gonna act like I wasn't there. I was there. She threw you under the bus, and right now you want to protect her.
I need to address this ID card that did not have your last name on it. What's up with that?
This what?
You mentioned something about your driver's license. You showed your driver's license or something that didn't have your last name on it or something.
I don't
Who
even.
who does stuff like? I mean, who goes around even talking about people and driver's license stuff? I mean, what kind of person are you to be talking about another man? Are you just that much of a slug that you got to?
I don't know.
Talk about another man.
I don't know exactly what it was referencing to, but it might have
That's just
been.
crazy.
It might have
He
been.
wrote
It
a
could have been.
encyclopedia
It
about
could have
you.
been some. It could have been like I might have had ID in a photo or in a video or something like that.
Yeah.
And this is what a lot of people don't understand. So basically, all of my ID says Angel Jordan, right? All of my work stuff says Angel Jordan. So I assume it was in relation to them saying like to get him fired from his teaching job. And then the person was like, his name's not even Angel Ramirez. It's Angel Jordan. He just added the Ramirez. No, my government name, my full government name is Angel Javante Ramirez-Jordan. That's my full government name. However, my ID, like all my ID, my work stuff, all of my like bills, that all says Angel Jordan, right? Because, you know, it's just
you ain't gotta explain that. Baby.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's just simple. It's just simple.
I think the most dude things don't. I think most the dude had a heart on for you, Angel. I mean, he put a lot of energy into.
Most accounts are not going to show your middle names. Do you know what I mean?
So I think there's been so many that wrote that had it hard on for you.
And there's been
you better watch out.
And there's been so many situations where, like, with companies, even if I give them like my complete last name, Angel Ramirez-Jordan, they see that the Jordan is the latter part, and they assume Ramirez is my middle name. So they don't even acknowledge it, and they just write Angel Jordan. Even like my bank, if you write me a check and you write me a check for Angel Ramirez-Jordan, I can cash it. You write me a check for Angel Jordan, I can cash it. You write me a check for Angel Ramirez, they gonna tell me that I gotta give it back to you, and you gotta rewrite it properly because they don't even acknowledge it.
So we gonna talk about the fact that this dude got a hard on for you, Angel, don't you think? He wrote a whole book about you. He's studying you. He like you.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about him, but
yeah, he definitely likes you. You must have turned him down or something, or hurt his feelings.
Man, you over there, girl. You a trip.
Because he was acting like a straight chick. And he did this. I was like, wow, he wrote a book about you, Angel.
Peace, love, and coconut oil. Hey, man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new, never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a Black-owned, Black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Angel_IKYG.